Hello, everyone. I'm hoping you're having an amazing time. We are going to go back to watching G2 right now because I missed the first map. I'm not going to miss the second one here. And right now it's looking like they are winning. Oh my god. There. And there.
Yeah, this is really well played from P9 so far. He's been pressured both from trophy window and from solo windows, but G2, this is the second time they've had to rotate. Now, you know, they had Doki trying to work bathroom window, didn't work. Then they're trying to clear out solar stairs, hasn't worked. And now they find themselves 3 versus 5. Twisted Minds looking very, very comfortable. P9 really doesn't need to challenge this. He can just hold himself back. Kashom, even on low health, manages to find Shaiko. 5 versus 2, and surely another round going in Twisted Minds' favour.
They really need to pressure Guards because Alamau can't step into the building here while Guards is holding on that long angle. So someone needs to come in towards lobby, and Stomping's the player I'm looking out for that and start applying pressure in towards site. But the problem is naturally Twisted Minds are going to have that.
Come on, no commercial, please.
Certainly can, and G2's eyes are going to be watering after that one because they're starting to see these points slip away, so much so that Ramalho will call a tactical timeout. Twisted Minds, of course, as a reminder, if they get this map, they win 2-0 and move through to the next phase of the competition. They will be our first team to qualify. So G2 deciding it's time to try and hit the brakes here and slow down the momentum that Twisted Minds are building.
Sorely need to get something going, don't they? And it's always painful after you've just had the halfway point, you've set out the game plan, you've had 2 minutes to discuss what's going right, you know, what to be mindful of on the other side, what are they going to do here, the tendencies, what kind of strats and ops they like to play, what you're going to ban, and then 2 rounds in a row just completely fall by the wayside. And dare I say the first round was really of G2's own making. They had the diffuser down, Alamo was in a brilliant position, pressuring the Chanka so he couldn't stop it happening. And then it's a case of get outside the building, have a player on rappel, 2 sat outside the double window.
Okay, what's happening?
Where momentum was going and had to give her a little breather, a little chance to have a conversation and see if we can course correct. Master and Office going to be where we step for round 9.
Again, the fight, I would imagine, is going to come over to this side of the map that we're looking at. We saw G2 hold this very well. Twisted Minds really struggled to break down, you know, the hold of Library and get serious control of the map. That's what I kept talking about for Twisted Minds. They're never in confident control of the map. Let's see if G2 can do any better with that job. Looking at their attacking lineup, we're not going to see too many, if any, switchers now that we're coming into those final ties. I say that 2 of them very kindly switch off. We're going to have Alamau switching from Twitch to Ram. An interesting one.
I don't understand why it's a 5 we best of 3.
Maybe.
It's been best of once, but right now it's like
there are options, but I agree with you. It definitely is an interesting
those were best of once, and then it went over to best of 3. Okay, what the fuck is happening?
Normally see that drop down at the top of Library stairs. It's not the case in this round though. More do I imagine deeper in towards site itself.
That's weird.
And towards piano.
Benja might just Guards has just moved up blue stairs. I was just thinking Benja's holding that angle. I don't think Guards is going to get so aggressive as to move out in towards Mezzanine.
I will not be able to stream all of the games because it's going to be very late, but I thought I should be at least back to stream this match and maybe another one, so.
On this side of the map, they're going to be able to hold this down and waste a lot of time. A minute is already gone. G2 instead looking to apply a bit of pressure onto the solar side, but Alamau just goes straight into sight and gets a double, so there you go.
That's what he does. Tossing the round, make yourself some room to charge on through, and Alamau is on an absolute tear this round, Tim. Made an absolute distraction and capitalized off it. 3 kills for himself, make it a 4th as G2 secure a flawless round.
Yeah, great round there from Alamau. I don't know if maybe one of the boogie drones was running at the time and it was always there to cover the sound of the rappel or not. I'll check that out later on. But either way, he repelled in from that double window and just got kill after kill. I think it's one of those moments where it's just something that you don't expect to happen at this level. So Twisted Minds not prepared.
Doki explaining the etiquette of shit talk to guards.
Holy.
Yike. I mean, to be fair to guards, it's kind of been suppressed by the bans that we saw in the first half.
Yes.
Very much had those shields cruelly taken away from him, which I'm sure he takes great delight in. But it does now mean there is a 3-round deficit for Twisted Minds to close. It's very rare that we see that done, especially not against a team of the caliber of G2. They're not the kind to bottle a lead of this caliber, especially off the back of a flawless round win.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'd be surprised to see G2 not close this out now, especially given that it's really not a fantastic map
tell you what,
for Twisted Minds. What would you tell me?
Shiko's in the chat. He's got. I was asking for Brede in our previous game, but he weren't getting drawn into it. Shiko, though, he's in there.
Shiko's been on a real villain arc over the last 6 months, to be fair.
Yeah.
Come on.
He managed to get a rare interview about him yesterday as well. Jonah managed to get him on for a little chat. Many have tried.
Come on.
Over the years, I think of many events where they've been called up and said, "Oh, Shiko, come for a chat," and he's like, "Nope." So that was definitely a rare win. Maybe we'll see him continue to evolve as the year progresses. All right, Bar Gaming. Let's see how things go. Last time round, we saw G2 rush in, and they were in a 4v2. It looked winnable, and then it all went Pete Tong. It all went wrong. It went upside down, and of course, we saw Twisted Minds managing to recover. G2 this time round are not looking for a rush, but we have got Stomping, looking to be a little bit sneaky-beaky-like on this Nook, Tim.
Is he going to hop on in? Yes, he is. Drone is ahead of him. He's going straight in. Is he going to head down West Main, or is he going to go towards Hasham? Hasham is there. There is the possibility of taking an early challenge. He is heading for Hasham. He does know. The ping is there. I'm not sure he knows exactly where, though. Yes, he does. He sees him around the corner. Can he win the fight now? He's given Hasham the opportunity to get on into it. Frag grenade goes out.
Are you
Hasham
kidding me?
just hits the
How
back
is he
instead. He's going
alive?
absolutely nowhere. Stomper needs to come away with this fight.
They're just spraying all the soft wall. Anything they can do to try and shoot him out here, and he hasn't moved. Balls of steel being shown by this man, guards. That fire is dangerously close to your teammate, I think, and now he's going to get up and run. No one on front door, but Stomping was there waiting. Saw him through the soft wall and gets the entry.
Yeah, well played from Stomping there. Good patience. Didn't get overly aggressive and put himself into a bad situation. Just waited for the movement and then took the rewards as they were offered. 5 versus 4 then as G2 continued to mount pressure across the top floor. Shaq and Alamau are starting to get control of Master and Office. We've got Benja pressuring onto Library. Twisted Minds must feel like they are really between a rock and a hard place at the minute.
They are, yeah, and this is only starting to get worse as well, but they are holding pretty firm as well. Looking resolute, but just as Shalab walks away, in behind him comes Benja, and he's got a freebie. Classic siege timing moment, Tim. And this one is not going to be over in 2 like we suspected. Instead, it's going to take all 3 maps. Guards, I can't quite see him being able to get a recovery on the go here. A second flawless round in a row will send us to Cafe.
Yeah, which you would have expected from those map bans then.
Thank
Both picking
God.
up a map each that is not a great map for their opponent and being able to win it on the back of that. We go to Cafe for our last one as G2 get shall we, and go 1-1.
Both teams have a great record on that map. I really can't wait to see how it goes. So don't go anywhere. I'll be back with you in just a few minutes.
Okay, let's watch CAG versus 5 years.
A little more efficiently. I was going to say, having the bandit off the board in those initial bans can
I wonder
allow
what
for more
happened
totally focused
if
operators that aren't
if
like
5
Avatar,
year
which was a
were
great
to
asset
lose.
for dealing with Desk, for dealing with Forrest on the Clash, forcing
Oh,
her to
that
back
would
up
change the
and
entire.
providing space to go for a plant. But you do still have the
Oh.
Ying, which makes a ton of space. There's no Warden, so she's in a prime position to make impact in this round.
That would
And
actually
he
be.
is on the Grim. So maybe they didn't need the redundancy of that Capital for this round. And of course, Zaka is going to alleviate a lot of that pressure off the shoulders of Anaton being that potential only hard breach in this round. Minute
That
burned
would
away, and
actually
Ryder has just now
work
been detected
better.
by Operation, doing a similar to extension to what CAG had playing by Operation.
Okay, if CAG wins, I'm actually in a good spot. Not gonna lie.
A lot of Kivas, though, even dedicating one to blocking off the drone hole. Anaton, though, taking a lot of damage. So is Shurif, who tried to work some cheeky vert upwards. So both of them, 1 or 2 bullets worth of HP left, and Fens with a cheeky run out.
A really big fucking hole coming
Oh,
right up!
holy! Who did that?
Last map, CAG have been
Amethyst! Hello, sweetie. How you doing? Hope everything is good with you. Hello, everyone. My name is Run Out of Name. I'm a Swedish gamer mom who loves Siege. Currently co-streaming the Salt Lake Major right now, and it's going good. Kind of looking at my possibility to get a lot of points for my packs. But it looks like I kind of need CAG to win against 5 years if I want to have maximum amount of points.
Not just the potential of missing lunch, Harrison,
which is kind of scary. Because I am kind of concerned that it's not going to happen.
He gets that initial pick onto Chibi. I believe he was playing one
kind of.
the info ops of that round as well, and on top of that, they also hunted down the vert.
I'm like really scared here.
By 5 fears, maybe noticing that CAG were a little spread out.
So like if CAG wins this and everything goes accordingly to the plan, I will have guessed every single team right. That is impressive. If CAG wins this, I will have every prediction right so far.
Regardless, though, getting 2 to 3 picks in about the minute-to-minute 30 round just made that round completely.
Yeah, did you? It should be on your like Ubisoft partner program page that you have, like the dashboard.
I would say still
you should have like accepted through there. Because you're like in Discord, right? Like, did you accept the Discord link there that is for? You should have, right?
Keeping some of those razor blooms in his pocket, perhaps, to slow down players like Anaton, who are usually the spearhead when it comes to clearing out the extensions on maps like Lair.
The link is invalid.
Thatcher being brought basically.
I think they updated the link. Well. If you check it again, I think they updated it.
But he's just looking for the farthest away from the hatch he could possibly put the cave claw while still shocking it. And I think he missed, and it's not on a soft floor. Well, that's unfortunate.
You know, it would have gotten EMP'd anyways. Don't sweat it, JJ.
Bro, they're gonna miss lunch. He's got to lock in. Lock in, JJ. Shurip on the snake, finding somebody. Oh, I think he sees. Yeah, he sees Rival in the armory hallway, I believe. Who's just playing on those blue stairs. Kind of weird that 5 Fears opt for the Wamai and the Tuber out here instead of either like the Azami to hold blue, someone with a shotgun to hold blue. Instead, it's just Rival with an SMG, and there's multiple players from CAG starting.
Okay, yeah, I don't know why it's coming up to
immediately falls back. Now using these
that's weird.
Filter, the Shemika launcher as well.
That was kind of interesting. My stream deck is like very funny.
To reinforce off that filter wall, but for right now, Force is using it as another angle to assist Rival committing his life in through filter. Now that the roam's been dealt with, the vert will go down from the sledge upstairs. Zaka applying some pressure from the middle floor. About a minute left to go. And he almost spotted an opportunity to work an early entry kill, and maybe this is an interesting play from CAG, using the vert to allow these ROUs to fly through, cutting off those long lines of sight. Maybe that could give CAG an opportunity to isolate some of these.
That's interesting how it kind of like.
Tachanka's angle away to support Rival, and it's successful thanks to the vertical sends. Anaton with the open.
I can write if you want to. I can write to them. Let's try this again. Do you want me to do that, Amethyst? I can do that.
Trying to see if he has any
now it's working.
He's got support from Zaka still up above. DD position infiltration, but without Chibisu and Shurip trying to split push here, all 5 Fears have to do.
I can write directly to people there.
Completely surrounded, hits the reload, gets felled by the Chanka, and 5 Fears go up 6-2.
It felt like in round number 8, Harrison, CAG only applied pressure from filter. Even the vert was just used to assist Sens for throwing out those.
Give me 2 seconds.
Yes, it wins you that entry, but you've got the entire other half of the basement floor to deal with. There was no one lurking stock. There was no one trying to push from missile. There was no other vert pressure, like I already mentioned. So everybody else on 5 Fears just had to look at one part of the map, hold crossfires, and play an anchor, which has been the biggest success part, or their most successful aspect of their defenses since Fortress is their anchor game. And that's been the biggest struggle for CAG, is having enough resources besides their shield to get in and make space for a plant. So yes, the sense play was amazing, but it only got them so far, and they still had an entire portion of 5 Fears to deal with that they didn't have the right tools for the job.
Yeah, I think this is a big lesson that 5 Fears
This
are learning
one,
from their 2 earlier losses with how close map 1 was, is that
I can't even
When-
write. What the
when it
fudge?
comes down to the execute, when, you know, push comes to shove, 5 Fears can
Okay,
really rely on
uh.
and just playing together, sitting still, holding crosses,
Yeah, I
getting
just
refrags.
wrote
When they
that,
start to push out and fan across the map and try to lurk a little bit too much, get overactive, as we like to say, that 5 Fears sometimes struggle and get picked off solo. Bunk's briefing could be the final sight we see 5 Fears defend in this game if CAG do not get their act together. They're down 4 rounds. They will need to win this and then the equivalent of a full site rotation on the attack, which is, of course, a difficult proposition on
You got
any
it?
map, except maybe Banking Clubhouse because they're attacker-sided. But anyway, 5 Fears also still bringing that duo of the Warden
Like,
and the
did you
Soloist,
get
just like
in?
we saw from CAG's most recent attempt of this site, though it didn't work out for them. 5 Fears hopefully have those 2 operators in a more viable position.
Come on,
to try and
CAG, I
find
want
that
you to
play. We got
win.
A lot of information from Snake bringing that Valkyrie. CAG, though,
Ah, they
shields
already
and
lost the
Ascend.
first map.
We see sometimes teams will
It's a tall
dump
order,
all
but
the
like,
utility in Bunk's
would be
briefing,
good.
try to hit that case, and at the same time have that top floor push while the defenders are distracted.
Jesus Christ. But,
CAG running the shotgun. Might be aware of this roamer right below him on the staircase, but instead
where
will just
is...
focus his attention to dealing with the top floor extension, maybe assisting Anaton from Skybridge. There goes the
Below is the
logical
link.
call. Again, creating more
Oh,
space
there it
for CAG
is.
to push the envelope. They have a nice sandwich potentially as Chibisu and Shurip are still
Where did
pushing
I
in
get
from
the
bathroom side of
GFX
the map,
so
but Fens close
late?
quarters with this Mossberg to counter the sledge. Beautiful shot landed, and now the Blackbeard's isolated.
He can't make it in because of those smokes. I wonder maybe Zaka hitting the go button a little bit too soon, but the entire upstairs clear has fallen flat on its face.
Damn.
Forest deals with Shurip, Chibisu dead as well. CAG did try to go for the play I was talking about, barrel into sight,
Oh,
try
well.
and distract the defense while your shields push upstairs, but now it's just down to DD, stuck against 5 defenders, shoots
Yeah.
out the nitro cell, but he's getting bear down upon
Gosh
by 2
dang it.
players. 5 Fears win it flawlessly. Just a few years ago, JJ won his first T2
My prediction
game.
is
Last year, he
busted.
won his first
Okay.
T1 game. And today, he wins his first game at a major.
A
I have to
flawless way close
redo.
out the series. Forest, even the MVP, once again almost dropping back-to-back double digits. We are sad to see CAG go, but at least 5 Fears will live to see another
Yikes,
day.
this
in
is going to
Salt Lake
be...
City.
Yeah.
Incredible performance by them, sealing the deal in
I might
overtime
miss
on map number
one
and then going 7
on my prediction.
on layer, really punishing the attacking rounds from CAG. Just
Okay, we are going back to
struggled so
G2,
much.
guys. G2, they are playing the final map, and that is Cafe.
Start this map now, but also there's another series coming after this. Don't forget as well. In
Like-
Fate
There is.
Wildcard. The big question is, can the
That is going to be crazy.
actually go on to be successful in the next event, because it's a constant curse.
Sorry,
I
did you
was
say
speaking to Andy about this
something?
last
I
week.
get my whole
It is a curse that has
PC
followed
did weird.
every team. They win a world title,
No, you said
and then it
you
always
got
falls
it,
backwards. No one quite
but
knows
I
why,
didn't
but it's a
understand what
thing
you
that seems
meant.
to follow the trend, and obviously FaZe are very keen to prove that that is not the case for them. They can carry on at being dominant. They are 2-0. They're coming up against Wildcard, who are exactly the same. It's going to be another banger of a best of 3.
That's it. We haven't, seen FaZe be successful in the majors or anything outside of SI. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad place to be successful. But they didn't win in Munich. They didn't win at Rio. They're looking for that success outside of SI as well. Gilad manages to take down Doke. Big loss as the Deimos goes. Big loss for a number of reasons. Because, of course, they're going to be looking to get that top floor and mid-floor control, I would expect here, G2. The Deimos would have been a great help in doing so. But also, once you've got that control, using the tracks on players down into sight, being able to use that Vendetta, plenty of verticality above the site. Big loss with Doki off the board. 5 versus 4 in favour of Twisted Minds.
And you may be looking at Alamar's pick here in this round of bringing along decent band. It's one of his go-to operators. Why bring on the Fuse? A couple of reasons. We saw a team do it yesterday, and it wasn't because of the gadget. It was because of the secondary gadget. Those hard breach charges the team needed, and I think there's a bit of a lean in towards that. In fact, he's their only hard breach available, so if they want to be able
I got
to
the
get
link,
breach,
but
you have to open up, for
I
example,
probably
and
don't
then you
have
need
the
to make sure that
drops.
Alamar's
Only
stays alive,
certain
doing more piece and
people
player
have.
looking to cause a bit of bother. This is a high
Okay,
risk.
I do have the drops.
He's now gonna back himself
I'm
away, so with that
not
one,
as
cleared off at least for now.
big
How do they
as
deal with
you,
VIP?
so
It
that
is
would
always the question
even
I
make
ask every
sense.
single time, and it is such an important
Like for me,
position.
I would
Not many players
understand
are
if I
warning
didn't
now,
have the
which is what we
drops,
often
to be
see,
honest.
or the Super Pro, usually one of
Might
the
be
two
putting
instead.
myself
But Sean,
down
the
a little bit,
scorecard
but like,
was the one that was going to be holding on there, but it's actually going to be P9. Sorry, Sean has relocated himself.
Really?
Teleportation,
and I was lucky. But like, I have streamed like almost every single day as well, so might be one of the reasons. I stream a lot
You can see what they're going for as well, making use of the fuse
as
charge,
well,
shoot
so.
through those with my magnets, get rid of all the other bits.
Hi Foxake, how you doing?
Bulletproof barbed wire that might be around inside too. Just
Like,
a
my
bit of
team was
easy
so
time.
fucking
And then
good!
look, it's
They
sight.
did
Now
so
still
well,
down
the
now to
list
get
and
to the final
everything.
60 seconds or so. That's
We
not correct, it's
did
been
like
there
a
down 2
beautiful, like,
That was a bit too easy.
like push. And it was kind of their first time as well.
Oh,
Maybe they just looked for active streamers. I was out for it. Maybe, I don't know.
With this VIP position, he hears the drop. He knows exactly where he is.
Coaching will help you to gain like more viewers at some point. I think that's the reason why.
Creates a little bit of space for G2, but the big question here is, are they going to have time? 20 seconds left to go. Not in a position.
Come
to
on,
put the
G2,
diffuser
we
down
need
yet.
this. Come on.
Alamar's dropped the hatch
Come on.
with case in hand. He's looking
Behind
to get
you.
into position, but he won't. Straight past
Are you kidding me?
Asham, who just keeps himself quiet, finds a
Oh
double.
my god.
Twisted Minds get the round, and G2 were rushing,
Oh,
and they
fuck.
were punished.
That is criminal. That is
That is criminal,
absolutely
yes.
criminal. They should have seen him on a drone every day of the week. But it also shows those nerves of steel that we saw.
Please
back on
don't fuck
Chalet
up my
and back on
predictions.
Club from a shot at
G2,
times.
don't fuck it up.
Doesn't care that the
Drink
team
some
is
Red
coming
Bull.
down
I have
hard,
one
there
as
are
well.
fuse
Come on.
charges going off. Tuck
We are
some time.
we're communicating.
Jesse
Drink a
just
Red Bull
more
and get your
G2
energy
missed
and
it
then
there.
kill. Okay?
Comes back to bite them. And I do want to talk about P9's play there for a
Go to
second
sleep
too.
now. Way.
It'd be very easy to look at that
No
and
worries,
go,
Amethyst. Thank
why
you
did
so
that?
much for
Why
raid.
did that
Thank you so
spot
much
where he
for
probably can't
entrusting me
win the
with your
fight with the
community.
SMG?
Thank you,
And
thank you,
it's because
thank
he's used all
you.
three of those smokes, and for him to then get back to site safely,
Love you
it's
too.
quite a tall order. So he may as well try and be a little bit of a nuisance. And knowing that G2 are looking to go for a drop at some point to make a plan happen, just being able to disrupt them.
Okay,
can
we
be
can still
enough. And
save
we
my
didn't see it necessarily
points.
off
I
screen.
still
Could even be that was what
have-
let Sham get into that
I can get everything except for one. I can get everything right except for one team.
We're still not
Just
knew
because
you were gonna say
CAG
it.
lost
Still not
now,
seeing
I
top
can't get
four.
every single
Started
team.
at
Otherwise, I would
now
have a
going to
full
Reading,
on
so there will be a defensive
right
top four.
guess.
It's not gonna be the top
But right
four
now,
side itself.
if
The
it
question
stands
will
as it
be-
is right
I
now
don't
and
mind if
G2
top
wins,
four is their third choice side.
then I will
That's
only
what
miss
I'm
by
saying.
one team.
But it could well be that they go to mining anyway and we won't see it whatsoever.
I,
But
I do want to clear your name a bit.
So,
here, in case
come
people are
on.
hearing that and saying,
Right.
why has Caster got
I
a
would
raging hate
be
for it?
missing only
For
one
years.
team.
For the last, well, we've been casting now together for 7 odd years, and over those last 7 years, the top four has consistently been the worst defensive site by quite
Come
some
on.
way. Yet teams often insist on going there as their first site. It's very, very perplexing. Either way, Jalad, the first of 4, the Mozzie is offline. His gadgets are down, so it's not the end of the world, but you do lose a C4.
Oh!
again, just
Oh!
finds himself in these very, very risky positions, but has been rewarded for it. A spray through the floor finds one. Guards into a second, stomping on the line.
You should
Falls
know
down
better,
two,
G2.
two of
You
their
should
three
know
Intel operators
better.
offline here for G2.
Yeah, G2
The-
need to be
these type
learning
of
here.
things
They've
is
got to
what
be
I
tracking
play.
down Hasham, finding
This
his
is
presence,
how.
finding where
This
he
is
is,
my
and
play
making
style
sure
as
that they're
well.
not
Open
going
up
in and giving
small
him the kills that
holes
he's
and
waiting
whole
for,
like
because so
entry
far,
points
2
and
rounds
stuff
on
like
the
that.
bounce,
Like
that has been
it
the
works
case. 4
so
versus
good.
3 now. G2 not yet established inside of the map. There's nobody in the map at the moment. They just keep dying when they try to get in there. And having a look through, Hasham is still in second floor, has not been chased too far away. He's in mining, so the reason I point that out
Run.
is he's near red. He was near red stairs. He's now going to dip himself back deeper into the safety of those mine cars, train cars for the time being.
Mine cars.
I have the word
They could be-
mining in my head.
I mean, there could be mine cars, Tim.
I don't know.
It's next to the mining rooms. The trains are probably escorting mining goods.
Very possible.
You know.
Damn.
Hasham 3-0 then after a pretty dismal performance on the last map as well. He has been kept relatively
Oh
quiet
shoot!
by
I
G2,
forgot.
At least historically, but here he definitely looks like a man who's inside of his castle. A bit of a quick swing on towards Alamar there, and he's like, "What the hell has
Yikes,
happened?
I
Who
forgot
tried to
about
swing
that.
me?" It was Trix sat inside on the mirror. A shotgun at the ready for P9 here onto White Stairs. No one yet pushing onto him, but there is a player outside on the window who no doubt wants to get inside at some point and look to start moving through.
Siege
Just
timing.
stalling out a little bit here. You've got Doki and Shaiko are up in top floor now. Alamo's just holding this door. Twisted Minds can keep playing around with positions like that White Stairs door because they've got the extra map. And all the while, they're just eating time away from G2, who desperately need to find this next kill and won't.
No.
As Trix manages to pick up Doki, that's going to be the Brava gone. Alamo does get the trade. 3 versus 2.
Woohoo!
Okay.
Absolutely beautiful shot from Shaiko. It's actually Alamo who got
Alamo
the kill.
got
It
him.
looked on our screen as though he'd taken his man down, but no, he's still locked in behind mining. Hasham survives for now, but Alamo closes him out. This is actually a great comeback from G2, but
got
again,
hive.
they're being punished because they don't know
What are you doing?
exactly where everybody is. God!
Oh my God!
Get
Thank
yourself
God!
out!
He could have played the clock there. I don't think he actually
Hello,
kept up into
Joshua.
pillars and go for a challenge, Tim. Let him
You're
step
still
back.
I didn't
alive?
need to stand
Yeah.
in the open.
I restarted my life.
Doki straight in chat. What
I
are
had
you
to
doing?
practice,
Like,
so-
look, the guy's a sub. Doesn't play hyperactively anymore. But you would have
Come
expected him to
on.
stay away there, just hide for a little bit and wait for the clock to hit 0. You've got a
Come
player
on,
down. The other
please.
player has to start sticking the plant, or has to come and pressure you. And he chose to pressure you, and the round was lost as a result. G2 get their first attack.
What was that?
Oh,
Like
you guys
you're
must be
laughing
from
right
chat,
after
so
saying
we'll
that.
find out. It was a good
Are
first
you
goal from Sean, and
busted?
again, he keeps getting into these really high-risk positions.
You changed your name
Doing
again?
a lot of damage to G2, and like I said, I
Jo-
think that's something,
Joshua, stop.
something G2
Change
need
your
to
name,
learn from. We've got
JD.
a couple of incidences there with Hasham, but also Shaiko running into pillar there, unaware of where guards was, and I think G2 just need to be doing a better job throughout the round of building this picture, building that intel. Where is everybody?
Did you
It's
not
difficult
change your
when
name? Because
Twisted
it says
Minds
your
are gonna be
name,
bringing
like-
operators like the Mozzie. This is not the first time that we've seen the Mozzie. It is going to create a little
Ah,
bit of
okay, okay,
stagnation
okay.
for you on that intel side of things, but they
Then I
need to
understand.
make sure that they are aware as possible. We've seen them run past the Sham in kitchen because it was late round and they'd not had a
I
chance
had to go
join
off
again,
my
maybe
stream
run
for like
out of
2
drones at
hours
that
because
point
I had
and completely
practice
shut them down. We've
with
seen
my
them missing
team,
in
so...
Piano and he's punished them from there. We've seen Shaiko running into pillar, being taken down by guards from Brown Stairs. So
Okay, you
just
gotta
a
be aware
little
of the
bit better
freaking
intel game and
shooting.
awareness from G2 will go a long way, I think.
The first line scan coming out, tagging up 2, getting P9 and guards identified who both summarily move away into a more safe position where they won't be able to get a nade thrown at them or tossed out in a different direction. Now Benjo's asking the right question.
No,
towards
you're
White
back!
Stairs. They're chasing him down here, Tim, but I'm not quite sure they're going to be able to catch up with him as guards has just disappeared all the way through the basement and there's no one to collect him on the other side.
Yeah, guards is long gone. He's going to look to get back up red stairs. He could maybe challenge across that mid floor again. I don't think he's going to want to go as far as the top floor because it'll
Yeah,
lead him
saw
under
that.
hatch, which will by
Congratulations.
now have been opened,
So
he's
happy
not
for
gonna be
you,
too
being
keen
like
on that.
grinding like
Guards at the
hell
minute
to
can
get up
just
to
kinda
Emerald.
Run them a merry tale. He is going to be tracked by the Deimos, so that's
Woo!
going to tell them where he is, Shaiko. He
Yeah,
does a great
bye-bye.
job with that vendetta.
Doki's that
Doki.
little brother at school whose big brother is like 2 years above and goes around talking mad shit, can't win a fight himself, but he's always got Big Brother Shaiko, Alamau, everyone else to step up and do his dirty work for him. I think he's just playing the chat. He's playing the mental game. Everyone else is playing Siege.
Yeah, exactly that. Doki's there at the minute, just trying to, I think, get into the heads, especially picking guards out as the sub. He's had a couple of
He's
opportunities
downed,
to
he's
bite at him.
downed.
Shaiko manages to get another with the Vendetta. He's doing really well so far, taking down P9, leaving us now in a 5 versus 3 G2. A serious advantage.
Oh my
as
God.
Benjamin Jalad underneath
No!
the second. Absolutely beautiful stuff from Benjamin.
Nicely done.
Look easy.
Did he just, yeah, Shaiko. with the
Nicely
close on the back, flawless
done.
round
That's
for
what we're
G2.
talking about,
That's 2-1
guys.
on
That's
the
what we're
attack team.
talking
I
about.
did say earlier on that Twisted Minds.
Yeah,
looked
I know
really
you said
good last time
basement.
They played this map against Shifters. They won 5 of their own attacks, but you don't
Now
know
they had to
coming into that
move the
second half,
like
knowing
guys.
that
If you
have to
didn't
get
know,
a
like
5-1.
they moved the
Doki
Red
again
Beer,
still keeping
Red
mental
Bulls
warfare.
because
Piling
that
on
would be an
guards here. Who he
advertisement.
thinks is
You're
starting
not
to
allowed to
wobble a bit.
have that during during the match. You're not allowed to show anything that is not an advertisement during a broadcast like this. So
yeah, well, I think
that's why
to
it
be
was
honest
like
with you, for
Red
Twisted
Bull thing
Minds,
is not
a
allowed.
2-4 half, so 4-2 in G2's favour, is it's not the end of the world for them.
But,
here
like,
on
I don't care.
defense. They've got a 71% win rate
Oh, good.
on attack. G2 have
But
got
how
a
are you doing,
76%
JT?
win
Hope
rate on
everything is
attack.
good with
so
you.
4-2 halves when you're on the defense is kind of the standard here. That's what we're looking for. Twisted Minds have taken the gamble. They've gone to the defense first. They're thinking if we can get a 3-3, then maybe we get the win there straight from that. But at the minute, all is good for both sides. I think it's kind of just sitting into, you know, like I said, I think we're going to see all 12 of this, maybe even more, and it really is just sitting into that at the minute.
Come on.
I'll tell you what, this is an effective way of using attack timeout. Is nearly half the lobby getting involved in all chat.
Yeah,
Doki's
so
still
that we're
cracking
like
on
talking in all
winding
chat.
them up. P9 saying it's been 3 rounds and you've had no kills, bro. Shaiko steps in. It's a team game, which it is. Doki very much affirmative on that. Said I can be 0 and 10 and we'll still win this game. My team don't need me. Yours need you. And it's looking that way. Given G2 have started out strong. Attack timeout done. Let's see how we go in the second quarter, Tim. I'm just here to repeat what happens in all chat. That's all I'm here for.
Absolutely.
Mentally, I'm in that chat.
Yeah.
I'm in there. I'll put up
I
a
see
thing,
my
lots of
own
popcorn,
chat
Tim. I'm in it for
on
it.
top. Yeah,
Twisted
I
Minds,
fixed
they need at
so
least one
I
of the
changed
next
my
three, I think.
everything by the way,
5-1
JT. So
will be, I won't
I
say
fixed my
devastating
overlay
for them,
and
but I will
all
say
like the
problematic.
follow all the
But I
alerts
think,
is
like I
Rainbow
say,
Six Siege
4-2 in favour of
inspired.
G2 is a fair
So-
minimum standard for Twisted Minds here. We are expecting bigger things from
So-
them on the attack. So G2 this
So
time
that
gonna be
is what
attacking
I
with
have.
mining, so we will see all 4 sites as well. We did see top floor.
Also, by the
in
way,
that
guys,
last
if you
round.
did not
G2,
know, I
of
do
course,
have
winning
a
everything from the
goal on the
kitchen
top
so far.
right.
Let's see how they do on the mining site. It's always
And
a
that
good one
is
because you've got that
combined
external
with
window
subs,
directly
bits,
into
donations,
sites,
stuff
and
like that.
there is a little bit of
When
an
we
easy
reach a
judgment
certain
for
point
sites,
there,
isn't
I
it?
would
When
do
you've
a
got that
dedicated
direct
stream
external
on
access,
a coaching
it tends to
session. So
make it a
whatever you
little
need
bit
the
more difficult
help
because you
and
kind of
everything, I
immediately
will
lose
do it for
one
a
of your
full
sites.
stream.
So Benjamin must know that there's someone inside to his right here, but sure enough, he's straight into the walls. And Malusi. No,
Dude!
no.
Are you kidding me? You went going into
Solid
sight?
snake. Tricks, no problem. Gets a freebie. Straight back on the scanner like nothing happened.
They lost Alamo along the way as well. I don't really know what G2 were thinking there. They're going to try and now get themselves into top floor, but Twisted Minds are just running all over them and no surprise
Yeah.
whatsoever. It's like G2 have just kind of decided to play TDM in this round. They're just going to go in, jump in, see if they get the opportunities, take a gunfight here or there, and it has not paid off whatsoever. Twisted Minds punishing
But
them
I think I'm
brilliantly.
good
And the
as of
problem
right
with
now.
that is, like I said, it's a
No, I
4-2
meant like
minimum
there's a
standard for me on
combined
Twisted
goal.
Minds'
So
side. So
if
this
a
round,
lot
that's
of
their
people
minimum
like
standard now. They've
you get
then
what I
got
mean.
2
It's a
rounds
sub
of an
goal
opportunity
type of
to
thing.
get that 3-3 split that they're really looking for.
Granted, one thing I've just realised, he was sat in a mute jammer. That's why he didn't get the indication, and that's why he assumed it was safe. Although, of course, I had the inkling that someone was sat there.
You should know
Ultimately-
that there's a mute on side.
Yeah. Could even probably hear it from that window, being
Gotta be,
truthful
you
as
know,
well, Tim.
you can't. Snake is a super powerful operator, but you cannot just take it as complete
law.
law that
Yeah.
because it's scanner says clear, that it is all clear. You know, there are counters there. This is Siege. Everything has a counter. G2 then losing the round. Twisted Minds pick it up. Great round from them.
I see
Absolutely
Doki
no
playing.
fear in them
Doki's
whatsoever. They were
using
not
the same
rattled by
mouse
the
as me.
aggression.
He's
They
using
go
the
2-2.
same mouse.
Like said,
I
the
saw
lead
that.
is now minimum standard met with that 70%
Using the
attacking
same
win rate
mouse.
in mind that they're going to
That's
enjoy
so
in
cool.
the second half. So one more round from them, and I feel like the gamble of defense first might just have paid off for Twisted Minds.
We shall see. We shall see. And what I will say is, you look at that last round and you go, wow, G2 are so bad. They lost 2 players for nothing. They were trying to do what many teams will try and do off the back of attack timeout, when you assume that the other side, having a conversation, formulate a plan of some kind. They try and find a way to right the balance again and get themselves back to winning ways. Best thing you can do, hit them hard and fast. Whether you call it a rush or just someone crouch walking up a stairway somewhere, or in this case, running straight in towards mining and hoping to get a kill, they were trying to disrupt them. And if it comes off, they look like absolute geniuses. I say this about G2 all the time. When they do certain things, they either look like the best team in the world or the worst team in the world. There is very rarely an in-between, but they commit to else. Whatever it is they agree is the go-to game plan. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and in that round, it did not.
I'm kind of scared for G2, to be honest. Not gonna lie. Oh, no, no, no. Don't die to that cheeky thing.
You never know. You never know with Twisted Minds. He does it. Double knocks it. Realize he's going to smash the glass as well, just to try and reduce the audio later in the round. So the opportunity is there. Look at this from G2. But the impact nade will get rid of a lot of the light screen and will expose the fact they went in. Stomping, not ideal. Taking down Doki. Does manage to shoot through him and find Jalad at least. So that's 4 versus 3. But they have lost the shield, they've lost the sense, they've lost everything that was the plan for that attack.
Again, in another round, that's a genius play by G2. In this one, it's an absolute disaster. More the team kill from Stomping, I think. Otherwise, they're in off the back of the shield and able to support Alamau. At least he managed to convert it into a
Fuck's
couple
sake.
more. P9's there for the trade team, and despite it starting out real messy, they're back in a 2 versus 2.
They are, but Twisted Minds always seem to
You
be
can't
the
see
team at
that?
the minute
Is the
that have
text
that
too
extra
small?
10%. We've just seen it there. Great play by G2. They get in through court, move through red stairs, get that kill into wedding. But where's that extra 10%? It's Twisted Minds swinging out a double door and getting the trade, keeping themselves in the 2v2, keeping themselves from being behind.
You get a red ping.
That's an interesting position that is being held there. I don't think it's something G2 would expect. And we're going to have Shaiko just trying to work the wall from that red stairs side.
Like, you're getting red
Big
ping.
information
What the
is
fuck?
coming out. P9, real opportunity to move around. He's going slowly here. Don't think he gets heard. He desperately wants to
Get
there.
off the cam!
Stomping is an absolute freebie. Finds his man and the second. Beautiful
Oh my
movement from
fucking
P9.
God.
Twisted rounds. They get the 3, and that is the gamble paying
I
off.
don't understand
feel
why they're
like that's
letting
the minimum
themselves
they
getting
needed
red
there from
pinged
taking
at that
defense
point.
first. Well, 2-4 not the end of the world. 3-3 is good for the gamble. 4-2 on their side will be phenomenal.
I can
for
kind
them.
of see it, okay.
Especially after being down 2-1, I think, as well.
Yeah.
And for those curious, P9 every single round is still in chat reminding Doki he's got 0 kills so far. That hasn't stopped at all. And for all we said about the SMG earlier, Tim, he just rots up and got 2 wonderful headshots with it.
He did. Hit his shots that time. A little bit tough at
Bro
range
knows ball.
sometimes, but gets the job done.
All right, 3-2. What a recovery that has been. I feel even if they lose this round here, they'll still feel like the half wasn't all that bad and it is still recoverable. Again, I'm very curious to see how that second half goes. We played it against Shifters. Admittedly, the competition was different. Their opponent was a very different team in terms of play style and arguably quality, and not all an offensive, any offense there meant to Shifters. Just that G2 has said are one of the favourites here at this tournament. Do I think they can walk away with 5 rounds there? No. But can they get away with maybe 3 to see themselves over the line? Absolutely. Cat can be brought along by P9 in this round, an operator we haven't seen an awful lot of, despite being in the trap meta. Nicholas Thorne has just been so effective along with the Ella at slowing teams down. And sure, a good way of slowing teams down is by killing them with explosives. That also works pretty damn well too. And the thing I always say about a Cat Can is once you're aware that there's 1 trap inside the map, well, you've got to look out for the other 4. And finding out where they are so you aren't late round wandering into those lasers and getting yourself blown up is quite important. So we'll keep an eye on where those get set up. Right now he's drone hunting.
Maybe he's hurt. It's one of those where maybe he's just heard it driving around and you think there's one here somewhere. But the thing is, the drones are particularly important to the Capcom. The last thing he wants is to be watched putting those traps down, because it means that they don't have to go and find them. G2 will just know exactly
Oh
where they
no,
are.
you're
That's
making a lot of
ideal.
mistakes. What the
But
fuck?
pick that up and just throw it in anyway. It wastes 5 seconds, but not the end of the world.
Nothing too worrisome noise to get yourself beaten up about. Now, we've got a lot of utility in the form of the Capitale. You've already heard one of the fires coming out there onto Pixel to help them try and get control in towards Piano. There's no one tucked in that corner, though, so for G2, I guess you could say mission accomplished, even if the Firebolt wasn't required or essential to get that one done. Otherwise, they're largely sat inside a Cocktail. We've got one inside of storage. It's a Sham, naturally, who's tucked in tight right in the centre of the map. I'm just waiting for G2 to progress. I'll tell you what, that's got some balls on him. And so has Guards here stepping out. He nearly ripping away, but doesn't quite find the kill on towards Alamau. But it's just a reminder, you're not safe even on the windows.
Yeah, G2 not really getting moving yet, but it's going to be Shaiko who tries to hit the accelerator. He's moving in through Cigar at the minute, and that's going to put the pressure on from the other side as we continue to see this fight from window as the utility is getting dumped in. Can Guards continue to survive? That's the question. His ADS is doing him well. It's Doki who manages to waddle through the middle of sight and find that opening kill. He's backed up by
come
Shaiko,
on!
but Sham, led pro, manages to find him. Doki from 0 kills to 2 in a heartbeat. And that is going to be G2 taking control of the top floor.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Doki there, capitalising as well off the back of Shaiko. Trade play, never a bad thing. Yes, Shaiko died, but if your teammate is there to secure a kill in the seconds after when your opponent is low on bullets or has to reload, wonderful. He gets another Tim.
Nice.
Stepping forward here to make it all fine if he carries on. Still 2 more to choose through though. Jalad and P9 hunkered down here on the second floor while G2
Are you deleted?
and about 40 seconds.
Really? I thought you did it. What the fuck, Doki?
I think he was getting a little bit overconfident with those kills he'd racked up. P9 does manage to find him. Benja onto Jalad means that P9 now in a 1v3, taking a little
Okay,
bit
what the
of
fuck?
1v2 as he predicts the movement, and Benja finds the shot, and he's got the pings, he's got the intel.
Does he know the spot? Does he know the spot? I'm not 100% sure that he does. Punches it out anyway, and now it gets swung onto Surely off towards his right-hand side. Can't find either man, and this is a big recovery effort for P9. Really thought he'd be able to catch the diffuser plants are going down, but no.
That was
Alamau
so
gets
fucking
what
bad
he
by
needs.
G2.
G2, keep it at 3-3.
Oh my god.
Just as tight as we expected.
Timeout.
Going into the half, then 3-3, even spoils.
Or no, I say timeout, but it's half time. I say it all the time.
Holy shit, bro. These guys are insane, bro.
This is stressful,
What I
bro.
feel like what a stressful game. Let's see.
Can you move your mic a bit closer?
Monty Blitz.
No. We said Monty BB.
Speed, right?
You
And
think,
just
bro?
play
Look,
down for the
like,
blitz.
listen, this is my theory, right? We have so much time to talk. This is my theory. If we ban Monty BB, they can't play the BB and Cigar to nade KDS, to
like
nade
this. I
Phase,
like this. But
but they can do the repeat Blitz Repel on stage to push Pixel. Shaiko and Zach need to be more ready for that. The Bakery Direct is stronger. The VIP OPK with the Blitz is stronger. We haven't practiced against those things
No,
in a
it's
long
fine.
time.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
okay, then look, if they don't put much BB there, like if you go kitchen, don't go kitchen around. Okay,
Go
the kitchen
turtle.
turtle,
Okay.
especially if you have the Azami. So like you can use the Azami coffee.
Are you sure? Because Kitchen Turtle with Shield open, I like the C4 and Bakery with the Warden.
You can play the Warden
At the back, yeah, I can.
Okay.
I can play it. It's just not as strong, but I can play it.
Okay.
Kitchen, Turtle, you might play the Cade, right? It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good. You can, because then it denies the more direct attacks. Cades.
Map attack.
The last thing, guys, remember they are the two. If they're gonna play kitchen,
Damn.
of course,
That
probably- no,
Doki's
sorry,
taking the
probably
reign.
have a Valkyrie
He
camp,
was like,
for
yeah, I
the
have a
mid
plan. Let's
round,
go with
mid
it.
late
Come
round,
on, come
you know.
on.
Let's try to put some good drones in prep phase, something like the second
Jesus
floor
Christ.
or in
Again,
the
let
third
me
floor stair.
just write
And
something
we see if
quickly.
they are hard roaming a bit or not. If they roaming a bit, we can bring Dokkaebi, we can try to kill this guy, and we can have the control of the Valkyrie's cameras. If they hard turtle, just bring IQ, and we deal with the camera, retake camera. Okay?
يلا اخوان صحصحوا.
Let's go, guys.
شاب اللي رب الكوكتيل والاماكن هذه شاب دير بالكم من سوبر ودير بالكم من يعني حتى لو تحت رماد راح يسوون دبل رن اوت يحبون يطلعون الكوكتيل.
اوكي نقدر نلعب اثنين انا وهشوم. بانز ميرا سولس. يس. بانز ميرا سولس. سولس اكيد. ايه سولس.
Really interesting stuff there. I think especially on the G2 TAT timeout, this is one thing worth stressing. Like, coaches don't have all the answers or the only opinion that's right in a team. And often you'll hear, I remember speaking to Super about this a couple of years ago, that relationship between coach and IGL is so critical for a team to be successful. And obviously Doki isn't the IGL, but still wanted to step in there with ideas and say, no, we should ban this because I can do that. It does enable this over there, but that's okay. I'm willing to take that. And so sure enough, that Monty and Blackbeard ban has come on through.
Okay then, let's see how G2 can do on the defense. At the minute, It is Twisted Minds who have been able to kind of come out on top of the stats-wise there. So both of these teams have about a 50% defensive win record on Cafe. So Twisted Minds, yep, they've just met their normal bar. But the reason they've come out on top there is because G2's normal bar for attacking is 76% win rate, which they have fallen short of. Twisted Minds at 71% now have an opportunity to come out and get more attacks than G2 did here. Can G2 stand up on the defense in the same way that Twisted Minds did? Round 7. And I think we're going to have at least 6 rounds left to go in this match.
Ooh, you reckon?
I think we're going to have at least 6 left to go.
I mean, a map 3 OT does sound very us, Tim.
It'd be very tasty.
And Medics, who I believe is observing this game as well. And it's that combo. It always happens. Oh, it's Nova. Sorry, Nova. You're not in the OT club, I'm afraid. Okay, this game's over in 4 rounds, Tim. I'm joking, Nova. I'm sure we can get this one done all the way. Let's find out what happens then. We've got a lot of C4s that we're doubling in behind, including that Mozzie setup. So a lot of intel denial on the other side. Looking to make Twisted Minds slightly unsure of themselves.
Banning Monty and Blackbeard, okay.
On what's happening throughout the map. Now, I can guarantee you, Alamau's looking to be a little bit cheeky with that pulse gunner.
So Manning is going to be the first site for G2. We saw this
Interesting.
By Twisted Minds.
Interesting.
Back in round 4, they were successful in their defense.
Not gonna lie.
Of it. G2 were a little bit wild in that round. That was the one where they kind of just threw themselves in through windows, and Benja went running in, trusting the Soliton radar, even though the Pulse was stood on top of a mute jammer, and G2 were punished very heavily for those mistakes. I'm not sure Twisted Minds are necessarily going to give them the same opportunities.
All that information you just saw Alamau being
Are you kidding me, dear?
Players are, and they've already called that Hershon was coming in bottom white. A shot on towards him, and Stomping goes round, gets the kill, and then straight back.
Oh, there's another one. There was another one.
Player stepping in behind, which was Trickster, believe, can capitalise. Shaiko onto P9 as well. It's looking great so far for G2. They have completely shut this down, all off the back of that pulse information.
Yeah, so solid coming out from G2. Could be a flawless start here. Stomping gets taken down by guards, so it won't be, but you just know that it is a matter of
Oh my
time.
god.
Okay, just straight away, back in the old chat, continues it. Alamau is going to be the one to find the kill, though.
So Doki got a very accurate read.
I asked the question, can G2 stand up on defense as well as Twisted Minds did? And it certainly looks to be the case so far in round 7.
That was just really straightforward and simple, wasn't it? And what I love, you see this a little bit on the attacking side. Interestingly, we saw it last time on this exact map, was when Falcons are playing it, and Leakafat was running around on the Snake, making use of the information to call to the team what to do, where to go, where players are, so on and so forth. And Alamau here, as the IGL, on that pulse could see. There's a player on Repel, there's one that's just come in bottom white as well, someone should swing him. I can't see a second player out there covering the doorway, therefore we know that he's exposed, and Stomping capitalises beautifully, and from there, they fold like a deck chair, Tim. Great stuff from G2, really effective defence. Twisted Minds will probably want to push that one out of their memory and say, right, go again. That was a car crash. We can do better than that. Yeah,
that's it. You know, if you're a Twisted Minds fan, like I said, coming in here, you're maybe a little bit worried off the back of that, because I said they're kind of relying on that 71% attacking win rate that they've had previously. They've got the job done on defense. Now is the time to come out and close this out. But if they are unable to put up the same sort of numbers, they're not going to manage to do that. We've got G2 on a kitchen defense. Lineup is all pretty standard. Benja is going to be, for me, the key component. Tsuburai will be playing inside of VIP, almost certainly. We see him just moving himself over in that direction. And Twisted Minds, they better have a plan to get him moved.
And Benja asking questions on towards the banner outside here. Jalad was the one who was marching on forward. Few seconds.
What would they do?
On his shots coming through, Benja doesn't quite connect onto the man. However, with the wall now being opened up, he gets a lovely line of sight all the way through down that corridor in towards the bottom of Brown, which starts to restrict.
Oh, don't you see the drone, Shaiko?
From the side of G2. But Tim, not
damn.
their gun capabilities. 2 kills towards Doki, who I'm sure is having an absolute field day here, as single-handedly dismantled this bakery push.
Yeah, he's going to
What the
absolutely
fuck?
love that. I don't know what's happened to Twist. I don't know what's happened to Twist.
It's Dumb and Dumber,
in
what the
second half of this
fuck?
one, but they have certainly taken their foot off the gas. I'm going to see them down now at 2 versus 5. Hasham, this is actually smart play. There's 2 minutes left. He's just holding his angle. He's hoping somebody gives him an opportunity. Hoping that they give him something. Give him a cheap kill. They're not going to. Doki goes to the peak and finds the kill.
Come on, drop it in chat, Doki. Please, please, entertain me. They're all going for him. Run away, Tricks! G2 are coming. Might get one freebie on the stairs by the looks of it. Now they've all backed away. They don't want to give him a chance to land a few nice headshots. But this round looks already over and done. Try as he might. There's a lot to do here, and arguably, Tim, that's the second attack that has been an absolute car crash.
Oh my
for the side
god.
of Twisted Minds.
Yeah, really not been good for them so far, has it? Undone this time.
That
by
was
a Dorky
okay.
double, to kick things off. Guards and P9.
Double,
both taken
triple.
down very, very
He
quickly.
got 3 kills.
And,
What do you
again,
mean?
Twisted Minds just unable to get themselves into the building. Like I say, this looks night and day different from the team that we saw in the first half. They got a good job done. They shut down what has been historically
What is
a very
happening?
good G2
Seriously?
attack on Cafe, but they just aren't able to get it done themselves. It's
By
like
the way,
one of them, they roll
spoiler
the dice,
alert
the first
between
six is
Furia
landed by getting
and
that 50% first half on
ninjas
defense,
in
but now that
pajamas
second dice
on
just tumbling
border
towards a
on the
one
first
death.
map, and it's 4-0
Really not.
to
Can't, of course, correct, boys.
Nip.
Can't afford to have another
Like,
car crash attack
I
like
don't know what the
previous,
fuck is
otherwise you
happening
go
with
into the
Furia,
last
but they're
quarter
playing
with a
bad.
3-round deficit and all 3 sites being absolutely terrible for you in terms of attacking success. Now, Tim,
They are
we going
playing
to the top
bad.
floor. If they're going to win any sites, you would anticipate, predict that this would be the one they'd find some success in. It's a bit more direct, it's a bit more to the point than the other sites, so there's less that you have to chew through. Have to be wary, of course, of those potential.
Holy smoly, that is bad.
This would be a bit of a threat, but with that banned away, Dirty Twisted Minds aren't going to be too bothered about it.
Stomping on the Warden. I'm going to keep an eye on him and see exactly where he plays that one. I think he'll be maybe out towards Pixel, just looking to support Benja, who is currently inside of Piano. Or maybe
Interesting
towards White Stairs,
rotation.
but just going to lock himself in Freezer.
That
and
is
get on
kind of
that
ballsy,
speed
in my
intel back
opinion, to
into
have that
his team.
rotation, because you
Twisted
have a long
Minds just having
angle
a look
that
at the
is
way they've
coming in,
shaped up.
possibly
Actually,
a long
around
angle
at the
for the
moment, they've got
enemy.
Shalad moving on to the Heaven Repel. They've got
That might be a
guards
little
and
bit
Shot,
dicey.
P9 all over on the Piano side. So kind of a bit of everything going on. The question is, can they get into the map successfully? That's been the big
By the way,
theory so far.
There's
The thing, there's
no
like 3
claymores on
players
the window.
G2, all
They
staring
can just
down
jump
towards
out.
Piano. You can see we've got Benja, of course, stomping that we saw earlier, and Shaiko with a C4 waiting below for just the right moment to collect his man, and also hoping to find someone. I thought actually by the looks of it from the window, but not quite enough being exposed. Now they'll be able to get
Yeah,
inside, virtually in their
probably,
control, unless Shaiko's got something to say about it, of course.
Like, here's the thing, I did say that Furia would win against Nip. They need to win. Otherwise my prediction is fucked up again. Like, I expect Furia to win against Nip, because Nip has been playing bad as well. They have lost 2 games as well. Like,
He's actually gone back
one
into
more.
position after taking that drawn out.
Ooh, and this is what I mean. Look, Shaiko said could try and work his way towards red, and he's going for just that. They're aware of it, though, and of course no C4 in back pocket. I've just noticed 6 barbed wires they've got on side, Tim. Really trying to stop either side moving around, but there we go. It's Benja to full first, the Thorn offline.
The Dokabi Cole went in from Twisted Minds, but there was no real movement on the back of it. There was no real push to try and take any ground. Yes, they've got themselves an opener a little bit later. Benja was playing aggressively. He was kind of asking for that, but G2 otherwise has still just dug into sight, and I just question that use of the
1
Dokabi
minute
Cole.
left,
No
though.
real
That is
movement,
going to
no
be
real
tight,
ground gained
unless
off the
they're
back
giving
of
up
it,
too
and now
much
you've got to wait for this
on
second one to
G2.
come in.
Time for me as well, Tim, that's slowly starting to wear down. They've got this man advantage, but that clock becomes a 6th man for the defenders. Do they know one's back in? No, Doki's got back here. Steps out.
Why are you
the window, but all the
swinging
way
there,
when the man continues to play off
Doki?
towards his right inside a cigar shop. They could have seen him finished off, but it's a Shom to collect that 5v3. Surely Twisted
Wait,
Minds can't lose this one.
Mossy
Time
doesn't
is gonna
have...
be the factor here. Jalad manages to walk up White Stairs, and I'll bet that speeds things up a bit. Shaiko onto P9. Shaiko onto guards. How many more times am I going to say his name? That's going to be another one down. Tricks. Shaiko will be downed himself. Alamau is effectively 1v2, though. This is doable for him with only 15 seconds left to go. He's got Shaiko feeding him intel as well. He knows where they're pushing from. He finds it, and it becomes a 1v1. Des damage taken.
He got shot by the one, but down the second behind him. Jalad has hunted him down. It's not going to be a 6-3. 5-4's the way it goes, and Twisted Minds, after almost giving up that round to Shaiko's 3K, Jalad keeps him going. Wow.
Why did he go into the piano?
Brilliant stuff we are having in this matchup. Twisted Minds needed a round. They needed it desperately, and I think they need another one. They don't want to give G2 2 match point opportunities. feel like it might just be a little bit too much to come back from. G2, they were playing with a lot of confidence.
Holy moly, that was too close, guys, right? That was too close. Come on. G2, come on.
Running round at barricades.
We need that.
His usual self on
Like,
defense,
we need that win. Come on.
might just slow things down. Him and Bendra, I think, both got a little
Nip
bit
is
over-aggressive there. Peeks onto window.
Playing with
moving out into
Furia
Piano,
right now on
really
the first
being
map.
punished by
5-0 on
Twisted
border. Like,
Minds.
what the fuck?
So that leaves us 5-4. And we're going to have G2 move back to mining.
Oh, he must have. He obviously assumed he was going to round in towards bar, and again, it's a hindsight 2020 thing. He thought he'd come through the bar door, was ready for that angle, didn't realise he was being pursued in hot pursuit by Jalad with the pistol.
He was on Aruni. Imagine if he turned and give him the punch as he was running through the door. Been great.
It would have been phenomenal, but no cigar. We are instead going down into mining and fireplace team. Find ourselves going here a little bit earlier on. Alamau once again is going to jump across onto that pulse. It was so effective last time around, and unfortunately not able to catch away the drone there. Shaiko will put one on the main door regardless. Any coming on through, well, they're going to get themselves sniffed out pretty quickly. So Alamau's the one my eyes are on, admittedly, keeping an eye on that.
3 C4s in the back pocket. Damn.
Value out of it last time around, and I suspect it's going to be more of the same. I'm not even sure that Twisted Minds really understood what was going on. Maybe they just thought it was assumed aggression coming out from G2. Whereas in fact, it was very highly informed.
Ben just, I was going to say, still got that nitro ripped and ready. He's actually going to get it out again, and this is the right time because Hasham is up there now. I think he's waiting for the sound cue of maybe a Claymore going down. He is indeed. Out it goes, but Hasham, alert to the danger, dips away, sees his man. Opportunity there. Benja really gets away with one.
Kind of giving Hasham the Hasham treatment, isn't he?
Yep.
Absolute aggression. C4 coming out, stepping up to peek onto the window as well. Doesn't want to let him be comfortable for even half a second. But given his
damn, come on.
Have to resort to stepping back at least a little bit. Phone call comes on through. 4 players tagged up, but it's probably a little
Come on, G2, come on. You can do it. Come on.
No real movement is made.
P9's going to take the drop on Snake, gets himself into top red, and can look to start aggressing down towards site. I think that's going to be the angle that he looks to hold. Just looking across the side of G2, nobody now on that top floor, so Twisted Minds are able to go in and get control of that should they wish to. Start to use a little bit of verticality. They don't actually have too much on side that can open up anything. It's going to have to be more of a lateral push here.
Are they just do a straight on push into mining?
A bit more. Of course, the Soliton.
Is that the plan?
As well as the phone call available to Jalad. But of course, earlier on, we also saw a mute jammer get in the way.
Oh, he got slapped back hard. What?
The call onto Benja was blocked by that jammer. So it might not be a case of, again, as we said before, relying entirely on what you see from the intel.
Shaiko manages to find the first. That's onto Shasham. Not ideal for Twisted Minds here. Like I said, they really need to be winning this round. Stompin manages to pick up P9 as well. 5 versus 3. Jalad battling left and right. Just misses his shots. Unfortunate for him. Continues to try and fight. Doesn't know where he'll be pushed from. Stompin, Shaiko. Another one each. A double kill for both of them. 5 versus 1. It's all up to guards. It's on the sub's shoulders. Otherwise,
that actually, that was
two chances to close
the miss of the match. Like, if he were to kill Shaiko there, Shaiko, that would be a different.
The 5 versus 1, and not there you go. I knew it was coming. Well, look who it is. It is indeed guards who more often than not has found himself left alive in these 1vx situations. 10 seconds left here, and this one is going to be done. It's 6-4, Tim. That means for G2, one more round, and they will be on our live stage on Friday. They get to have a holiday for a few days now.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You know, it's that early qualification, isn't it? Gives you a chance to plan, to prep, to put all the work in, to watch, of course, the other teams and see exactly who's doing what, who's in form, where are they playing. And
come on, Juju, come
on.
Sure close it out now.
Grateful of that time to sit, plan, and prep.
Close it out.
So, G2, 6-4. Twisted Minds just taking the opportunity at the end of that to have a quick 20 seconds as a team and have a chat, see if they can maybe get something in the pipeline that's going to help them get this next couple of rounds over the board. But you really do feel G2 have a huge advantage here. They've been, I said, Twisted Minds had a good defense by going 3-3 and shutting down that good G2 Cafe attack. You felt like they'd given themselves a real platform to build from, but G2 have just said, you know, look, we can do it even better than that. And they've come in and looked really, really solid.
They have. Started out a little bit ropey at the beginning of the series. It's been nothing but a battle back through since then. And I don't want to say an outright dominant one because for Twisted Minds, they've still played relatively well. I'd say here we've seen them struggle a little bit, same as back on Chalet. But nothing that I look at and go, oh, these boys are in trouble here. They might not be able to make it to our main stage. I think with how they've played so far throughout the tournament and played, especially on the first map of this series, they've more than made a claim to say that they deserve to be on that live stage on Friday here in Salt Lake City. And they've still got another, 2 chances after this in which to do it? A best of 3 tomorrow and potentially a best of 3 on Wednesday to do it.
I think there's a very good chance that we see them there. I agree. I don't think
Again, Belgium Monster doing that shit again.
They're certainly not generally, you know, sort of nervous or that kind of team that's going to miss for the big occasion. But, well, G2, as we keep saying, one of the favourites coming into the tournament. Everybody's been saying it, coaches, players, supporters, everybody at home. You know, everybody is thinking the same thing. So to lose here, Twisted Minds is not the end of the world. But look, there are 2 rounds left yet. There is nothing lost until it is done. We know this about Siege. Twisted Minds, it's time to get it done. They've got the Sense, they've got the Capitao, they've got Glaz, Raura, they've got an absolute ton of utility to throw at G2 in this round. The pressure is all coming towards
Thank you,
Bakery at
Foxegg, by the way.
It's going to be Doki tasked in that position to try and hold on.
Or not.
Shooter of the utility first. Still got a Goyo canister on the other side that hasn't yet been dealt with either. That's what I thought they were going for with a potential nade bounce. And sure enough, it does get tagged out, taken away. Now got to wait for that to burn through before they can even think about moving on forward from here. Last time round, Doki was the one who got that absolute massacre onto the double door. Surely you'd hope.
Nah, lost 500 points this season to cheaters. I'm and I crawled back to Emerald 3.
He's walked under it before it came down. Brilliant stuff as he manages to get the opener onto Jalad.
No, why do you overpeak?
Gets P9. We do see Shaiko taken out at the same point. Guards with a kill onto Doki. He's going to love that one. 3 versus 3, Des.
Oh boy, it's still savable for Twisted Minds. They've still got a bit of utility to play behind. They've still got the players and the guns online. But for G2, I was going to say the one upstairs in Benji would have been pretty crucial. But now that he's gone down,
no worries.
they've lost that little side factor they
I
had
thought
to be able
you
to bring
banned
in
someone,
the round.
so.
Just Alamau and Stomping inside of sight against the 3 on the other side. They've, of course, got this Soliton. They can get the scan through. They see where those players are. Surely with 60 seconds, Tim can get it done, but oh no. Alamau gets the first. And the second comes in as Sean finding this one onto Alamau for the trade. Can Stomping clutch up big? 1-0.
Doki's called it already. It's a 1v1. It's against guards. This could go very wrong or very right. Stomping, we know.
Why? Why is Stomping? Why are you moving to...
He silences Doki for another round. And that is going to be...
Why would you rotate at that point? You were safe. You were literally safe in the corner. Why would you fucking move?
Assuming the guards wasn't going to move and wanted to reposition himself on the prep window. But, as we saw, a bit too mobile and catches them off guard. You said, Tim, you thought we might see 6 rounds. We've seen 6. Will we see any more?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Still got a job to do. Their fans cannot get too excited yet. I would say G2 have been the better team in this second half on the whole, and it came down to a 1v1 in round 11, but they continue to fight, they continue to dig deep, they continue to show us. I love this play from Shaiko, by the way. Yeah, the Dom panel going on the door and just getting underneath it quickly. They really didn't expect him to be in there. I think if he wins that second fight there, maybe that's the difference maker for the round. But it was well played by Twisted Minds to win out that gunfight. So heading into round 12 we go. It all comes down to this. We either get a win for G2 or we get a few more rounds of this beautiful game. It's going to be reading that G2 try to hold on to.
Alrighty. And much of the same that we've seen before, that Fenrir becoming quite a staple. And that Kai not being banned away an awful lot at all by Twisted Minds is making its return. That will make this upstairs a bit tougher to work their way through. But we've seen with Twisted Mind a few times, Tim, they've not even bothered bringing along a Hibana. They don't care about the range breach. They care just much more about having the right utility for smashing their way through the map. And of course, getting the close when it comes to the sharp end of things. So, keep an eye on those C4s. Keep an eye on G2 being busy. Most importantly, keep an eye on Twisted Minds and all this information on side once more.
Not an ideal start for Doki. Jalad takes him down. And it's interesting, Twisted Minds here have recognised the sheer volume of electrical equipment that they're going to be facing.
On,
And this
G2.
Wonka Shom on the Brava. He's going to be looking for that bulletproof camera. He's going to be looking for the laser gates. He's going to be looking for
Are you kidding me?
all that gadgetry that he can find. The FNATs are going to be the big target.
Like, seriously?
Manages to level things up, and that's a big loss. The Dokkaebi Cole goes with them.
I was going to say, that was the big one. The fact that it's the Dokkaebi removed, just lets other players on the side of G2 now play more aggressively around the map, knowing that they aren't going to get a call coming through and then get jumped on by 2 or 3 players. There is still the Deimos available. There are those tracks in the back pocket of P9.
A little bit too early.
Finish off there. Tim, a couple of shots coming his way. For now, still standing. Twisted Minds looking a little bit rattled.
Come on, G2, come on, come on.
Goal time there on the back of the
No, I need people to watch my long form videos so I can.
It means that top floor is all up.
Don't
to
go up,
Stompin'.
don't
He's
go
gonna
up,
drop
please,
himself as
for the
well.
love of God.
So Twisted Minds now have control over the top floor. 1 minute 10 seconds left to use it. They get aggressive out towards White Stairs, trying to see if they can get anything through the drone hole. They will not, but P9 does manage to find Benja. 3 versus 4 now. G2 try to hold on. They don't want anything extra here. They want to get it done here and now. Track continues to come out. They are making life a real misery right now for G2 or Twisted Minds.
A C4 available for Shaiko. I was going to say, dancing around pillars. I don't think he'd have known, but there was a player hovering above him.
What?
C4 comes out, but doesn't find what he needs. Instead, he's the one who's found out. Hasham brings it to a 4v2, and surely, Tim, this game now only goes one way.
You really think that's going to be the case, don't you? Alamau waiting though. Stompin' manages to get one taken down. Trade from Hasham, and there it is. Guards with the final kill, and we're going to overtime, Des.
But yeah, like not enough people are watching my long form videos in general. I need to have I need to have like
they might be asking a bit too much.
I don't know,
but
like
they've got it done.
how many hours?
G2 on the defense, Twisted Minds on the attack. The sides don't really matter, Tim, because we've seen a perfect
like
3-3
my
split.
watch
G2,
hours. I need to
Ronaldo stepping in with
have
attack time out at the start of OT.
Yeah, you don't see this too often, do you?
3,000 watch hours.
The overtime tactical timeout, but I think this could be really valuable. I've spoken already about Romalio's success in tactical
I am
timeouts.
posting like
Coming in
videos
now,
regularly
giving
about.
the team that intel, giving them that blueprint for the future, for the rounds that they're going to play. I think this could be really impactful for them.
This would be a case, I imagine, of just figuring out exactly how to approach it. There's only 3 rounds that you've got to worry about. This is prime time to talk about, right, here's what we're going to do. Here's how we're going to go to this site. We're going to play this operator. We're going to do it like this. This is the time for the very specific instructions that often we've seen coaches at previous events given. Sometimes it can be more about the vibes, you know, calm down, guys. Let's take it 1 round at a time. We see those kind of timeouts sometimes as well. But here, I think it's more specific instructions because G2 shouldn't have let it come back to this. 3 of the last 4 rounds being won by Twisted Minds. G2 had every opportunity to see it over the line. And now they could yet be in a position to lose out and have to carry on fighting tomorrow.
Certainly not to put, you know, the whole round on one thing. It wasn't the case back in the last round, but G2 really need to not be losing somebody in the first 15, 20 seconds. You know, that was really not ideal. Doki being taken out so quickly and leaving them in the 4v5. But more importantly here, Twisted Minds have really got themselves some momentum over the last couple of rounds. They're the ones that have won 2 on the bounce heading into overtime. G2, they're going to be defending Kitchen. If we have a look at what happened previously, they won it back in round 8. Twisted Minds won it in round 11, so 50-50. Just like everything else in this match.
Well, sadly, Tim, at round 15, can't be 50-50. It has to go one way or the other.
You know it's going to 15.
I get the feeling it is.
It's gonna. The whole thing is going to come down to 1 round.
But we also assumed that back in the Enterprise Falcons game earlier after 5-1 defensive halves, and then we saw Enterprise win the attack in round 13. So we could yet see a surprise.
Don't jinx it!
Let's see though what happens.
Don't jinx it. Come on.
Shots there, not finished off, of course. But it's a nice reminder for himself that G2 like to play aggressive as well.
G2 have actually They do, but they've given away the rest of the map. So there's going to be no challenge on second or third floor here from G2. Stompin, however, manages to find one big loss with Hasham taken away. It's the
That is
Ram,
big.
so they're
Don't
gonna
double
lose
peek
a
now,
lot of their
please.
vertical
Please
capability.
don't
In fact,
double peek.
all of it, they're going to be limited completely to DMRs. That is bad news for Twisted Minds. How can they adapt? How can they overcome? What is going to be the answer?
Like you say, DMRs is really the play at this point, though. I think you just don't even bother going vertically. You try and look to go laterally instead. The challenge here being actually getting inside the building is proven to be a little bit of a frustration.
Come on,
point. You've got
G2.
Benjus watching
You
off
need to
the
log it
right,
out.
Alamar's watching restaurant and lobby. And then, of course, Doki and Stompin.
He actually went
keeping an eye on
in.
What's going on in Bakery with Shaiko just hovering around red stairs. So they've got really good coverage of what's going on.
It doesn't know.
Glad looking for something as a phone call available. Might not be a bad shout to use it a little bit sooner rather than later here. His last round, he died before he got a chance to use any of them.
God's just going to hold his position, but he might be challenged by Alamau in a second.
Baited.
However,
Damn.
Alamau looks around, sees the man, finds the kill, Trick's taken down. Jalad tries to move out, does find... Ooh,
Dude.
it's a bit of a wild spray, though. He has to dip back into safety while Alamau finds another
The
elsewhere.
SMG-12
5
is
versus 2,
so...
G2 look like they're going to be the one with 2 opportunities to win this one.
And we got all the phone calls available, Tim. Would really love to see one of those coming out. At least wins the fight.
Nah, I'm having fun, and that's the difference.
Side of Coat. Feels like you might be asking a bit too much of Jalad and Guards here to be able to win a 2 versus 4.
Shaiko, Alamau, both low health though. G2 need to be cautious here. They don't want to be giving any gunfights away for fun. Guards, he's going to be holding a tight angle through sight. Maybe have a look, see what they give you. Do they want to give you anything for free?
Ooh.
Absolutely not. Guards
They are
taken down to
low.
about 10 HP now, and it is not looking good for Twisted Minds. They continue to try to fight at distance. Jalad even having to be very careful. That barbed wire could have been the end of him. It wouldn't have taken much. He's going to relocate, look to push down red, maybe see if he can get anything going into sight. A smart light screen.
Okay,
there.
you gotta be aware now, right? Psycho?
Shaiko's tucked himself away beautifully, and it's in the right time. I tell you what, this man's had some magical moves around Small Bakery this game. Shaiko finally finished off, but not before the damage has been done.
On the
Stomping
pinky
with the
toe,
closing
we got
kill. G2
killed.
Up to match, series, and live stage points.
They get 2 opportunities as well. Of course, if you get that advantage of winning the first overtime round, then you get 2 bites at the cherry. Twisted Minds go on to the defense. Let's have a look at what site they are going to choose. I think probably Kitchen. They won that twice. 100% win rate. The others they did lose on. Yes, it is going to be Kitchen. We see on our other screen that they do choose to go down to that ground floor. So what did G2
Come on,
do
G2,
here?
come
We
on.
just saw Twisted Minds lose Ram early
But like,
in the
I
round,
am
choose to
kind of
attack
like,
without
I want
verticals,
G2
and
to
it
win
did
Foxes
not
because
really
otherwise my
go in
prediction
their
is
favour.
so screwed
G2
where I
take
would
that
not
full
be
map
able to get
control that we
the
usually expect on Cafe.
skin or the
Sweep
bad
down
pass.
from top floor. Use the snake to get that scanner out, move quickly, and take control before opening things up.
Because it
Have a
looks
look at
like
the
on the
lineup in a
other
minute. It may
match,
change.
it
We've got
looks
Sledge
like
being brought on. I was gonna
Fury is
say,
going to be
doesn't look
losing
like
because
they're going for verticality, but
Fury lost
as I
against
say
Nip
that,
on border
it's
with
exactly like they're going
7-1
for
right
verticality.
now.
Ram and Sledge brought in.
I think you probably have to, because you and I have cast Twisted Minds a couple of times now throughout this tournament, and we know that Hasham is a nightmare team. You
Which
can't
is,
pin him
like,
down.
really
He loves to
weird.
be aggressive around the map, and Scott Boss being the perfect operator for it. G2 know that he's going to be somewhere above them, and the last thing you're going to be doing is focusing on hitting sight as someone is peppering you from above and making your life difficult. So I think getting
Wait,
into towards
am
the
I
map
not
here, making
having
use
the
of what they
question,
brought
but-
along to clear their way through
Oh, don't
is
do it.
perfect. They've
Please
actually got
don't.
so much vertical.
Why does it do that every single time? Why does it do that every single time? It does that every single time. I just don't get it. Every single time it does it.
Players' locations, so G2 need to make sure that they do their due diligence and make sure that they're aware of everything going on ahead of them. Going to have the entry coming in through reading door. I think it's going to be Doki looking to get in through there.
So stupid.
But the droning will continue on that top floor.
Every time I
Now,
go on
this
full
spotted
screen mode,
a
it
shot.
will lock.
That is the big one.
Just
We
lock
will hear
every
the
single
call
time.
go out as Dokubi looks to push forward. Hasham has to drop a little bit further back, but the fact that he's staying in this position on his belly again suggests that he hasn't yet been droned, and that mute jammer could be crucial. G2, are you walking into a big
They have to
problem?
know. They know. I
don't think
swear they know that he's on white stairs. He's been here before. He's played this position. He's given them a spot of bother. I think they're just going to know. They might not be able to see everything because of the jammers that you can see scattered around. It was actually what Hisham used.
He's gone anyway. He's gone.
I was going to say he used the jammer there to be able to disable the call off immediately and then get himself laced straight back down. Here he's in the bunkered spot that he was in last time around before he eventually TP'd over, got himself into that back corner, and there we go. That second shot probably going to be dealt with shortly.
Yeah, so G2 have got the top 2 floors in their control now. They're a little bit behind time here. We'd expect to see the verticality kicking off about the 1:30 mark. It was 1:20. So let's just keep an eye on that timer and see how we go. If we find ourselves in the last 5-10 seconds of the round, then that might just be coming back to bite G2. P9 is still in position in VIP.
Oh,
another one to
no.
watch. Does manage to find the kill on the reverse angle onto Benja. Twisted Minds
There you
holding on.
defuse it,
Patch is going
boy.
to be open, but if they want to plant in Freezer, they need to clear P9 out of VIP.
Probably a good time here to get some of those huge charges down. Just force the defenders to move, if nothing else. Clear out any final bits of utility. But Alamar, I think, is already thinking about this drop. Pleased to know and pleased to report that Hisham is not sat in the corner of bunker waiting for him this time around. There are smokes they've had to worry about. Last one has come out. There is a C4 still available as a swing comes in from P9. Does hit Doki, but thankfully, Tim, the range on that shotgun, maybe not quite what it once was.
Flash goes down and allows Doki to aggress, but
Why?
there's not much of a plan for dealing with VIP from G2 again. It was just down to one man and a 50-50 gunfight,
my
which they lost.
God.
Kill after kill comes in from Twisted Minds. It's been a really nice defense. They have been just entrenched in these difficult positions. Stomper manages to find one, but that will be all it is. An exit
Come
frag and
on!
nothing
Can you,
more.
like,
A
fucking win
consolation
now?
As we go all the way to 15.
Like, seriously,
It's just a
just
classic,
win?
isn't it? 2 EU teams fighting for a scrap on the live stage, and it takes all 3 maps, all 15
Come on,
rounds.
G2.
It felt throughout this map like G2 typically had the edge, but Twisted Minds just keep on doing what they do best. Being a little bit crazy and keeping the other side always asking questions. Where the bloody hell is Hisham? Is Jalad going to pop off this round? Can we stop guards? There's so much to worry about. And now we're going to set up a defense in Fireplace and Mining. G2 choosing that as their last hope of qualifying here and now with a flawless record to the live stage. The Twisted Minds may have something to say about that.
I tell you what, the old chat's quietened down the last couple of rounds.
I wonder why. I do wonder why. I mean, 1, Doki started getting kills, and 2, guards pretty much up there as well.
It's certainly quietened down.
It's getting serious.
As these two have locked in, laser focus towards this. It all comes down to it. We saw Clubhouse, Twisted Minds won 7-2. We saw Chalet, G2 answered back with a body blow, 7-3. And now on Cafe, 7 apiece. The winner and the live stage spot to be decided over just 1 round. What's the chances of it coming down to a 1v1 Doki versus Guards?
I think, Doki Guards or Doki
Doki
P9?
P9, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, I'll take either. We've had Guards versus Stomping, so I'll say P9. That's what I want my money on, Tim. I want to see a Doki P9 to close it out. All right, we've got Alamal back on that pulse. I spoke to Death about it already. This is the 3rd time we've seen it on this map. Used it excellently to destroy 3 players on the side of Twisted Minds as they approach from the south side of the building, just like you see in P9 do now. But I'd imagine on the other side, Twisted Minds are a little bit more wise to it by now. They've got the inkling, they've got the understanding about what it is that G2 are doing to be so effective at dealing with them and won't let them get away
Come
with
on,
it again.
G2. Come on. Please. Please, please,
Tasked
please.
with holding that top floor. He's supported by Doki, who's over
Please
in bar.
don't
And he's gonna drop
disappoint
it
me,
very quickly,
please.
actually. So that's going to leave Doki the only one now up on that top floor. Maybe an opportunity for Twisted Minds to get aggressive. Needs to be careful here. Benja steps out and nearly takes a lick of damage. Will just manage to avoid those bullets, but he knows that they're playing on the half roof. Are they aware of Shaco's position? He's done it so well so far, cropping up in these little surprise positions. You know he wants a bit of it. He sees the man.
Sees the gun, Tim.
Why did you have
And
to
that kinda
swing
gave him away there.
right
A little bit
there?
too trigger happy, I think, and it has bit him at least a little bit. Lesion. The Shaiko working back down red stairs. Of course, able to do so much from that angle. He assists Benja inside of Train. Also able to help out inside of Small Bait, where he's had so many excellent plays so far in this game. And I think given the opportunity, he'll pull off another wonder, an absolute blinder inside of there. And potentially end this for Twisted Minds, who have got a couple of players dancing around that part of the map.
Sean's been holding that angle for a long while now.
Ooh.
Selma charge will be successful despite being electrified. As long as you get it on the surface next to it, it will be fine. And that's going to open the hatch up above Benja. Going to force him to just be a little bit more cautious in his movement here. He's in the train car at the minute. He's going to continue to hold his position.
So low. 1 HP may yet prove to be enough. P9 working his way down just above him. But it's starting to fall fast. It's not looking good, Tim.
Now you've got Stomping down, you've got Shaco low health, they're going to chase him down to find the kill. 5 versus 3, this could be a huge moment for Twisted Minds. They could be heading through to the next phase of the Salt Lake City Major. The
Please,
Minds are still doing their job, Des. They're still frustrating, they're still slowing down. But with 30 seconds left to go, Benja manages to find one onto Hasham. This is far from done. There could be another twist in a tale full of twists.
This battle over Red Stairs is absolutely huge. I was going to say Trips is coming down to join from above, and he's the one who's found Benja. A 4 versus 2. Who's going to be the hero? Alamau with the pistol for 1. Donkey now finished off. Alamau's going to find 4 in the round. Otherwise, it's Twisted Minds going on through. What a shot. Gets rid of Jalad. Diffuse now going down. C4 in back pocket, but it's up on the table, Tim. I don't think he'll quite find his man. No, he will not. Alamau's got to win a 1v2 post plant. And I don't quite think Tim has got enough time to do it.
He made such a good effort of that pulse play underneath, predicting the drop from the hatch. Almost found the C4 in the right position, but couldn't do it. He's on the pistol. He's sticking. He's committed. He sees the man, but he's cut down. And it's gone.
Fuck you, Twisted Mind.
Oh, our first team who qualified to the next phase of the Salt Lake City Major.
Number is fucked up.
Attrition that was. They dug deep and they found the win in round 15 of map 3.
Can I remind everyone of one very important fact? I'm just going to watch this play out. You ever seen them videos of like 2 dogs on the side of a gate that are like, "Arr!" and then the gate opens and they both just go dead silent? That was Hasham just then. But that was a wonderful reminder of what more you can see between these two. No doubt we'll see it much more during stage 1. We'll see it plenty more in the future. But that's been a fantastic game. The reminder again, Tim, they're playing with a sub. Guards has been phenomenal. The whole team has. We'll go to a break when we come back. Well, a little chats about that
Are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me? This is not fair, guys. Nah. Nah, fuck that too. What does he know? Damn. Okay, we are going to go over. Did I just up the volume? Okay, let's.
Cover could maybe try to break that Selma charge. Instead, is looking for the fight against this ace. Maybe they'll want to try to challenge with a run.
I predicted this perfectly.
Breaking the barricade, that would be a sound cue, but he misses the opportunity.
No.
From hopping out, it forced him to un-ADS, and Basetto will punish him for that play. Still getting the main breach opened up and winning the entry fight.
Fucking
now
hell.
Volps has no help pushing in here from Janitor. He'll most likely be forced to fall back into the closet. And now
that is crazy how G2 fell for that.
I wouldn't be shocked if NIP just start throwing out these Capital bolts, start using the Nomads, and go for a plant.
And then Pino outside the lobby, Repel catches Buckzera. Fantasy on his lurk works for a kill as well. It is a flawless for this attack. After they kill Loira, they just hit the go button and fell every single member of the defense.
Taking that 1-for-1 fight, winning against Loira, hopping out and wasting 0 time, setting up the execute, the air jabs to cut off Furia's rotations. The Capital bolts doing the exact same thing, but packing a bit of a punch as well. I believe Hate's got a kill with that Firebolt.
He did.
Towards the end of that round, you've got a 5 versus 3, if not 5 versus 2. The Clash is alone on an island and can't do anything to stop the execute. That's just...
The restraint from Basetto not to immediately type after that kill has to be studied. I would have been in the chat instantly.
I also didn't realize until we saw the replay that round was won flawlessly.
Yeah.
From Ninjas and Pajamas. So again, they had a great attacking half on border, but to be fair, that was only 2 rounds, so we didn't really see a lot on border.
Yeah, my prediction is kind of... I'm not going to get a full-on... so I will get...
From Buckzera on round 1, that totally backfired.
I will have 2 teams wrong now, so... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... 10, 11, 12. I might get 13 points. I might have 13 points at,
kind of as that triple threat on that
if
side
that's
of the
the case.
All the way upstairs, of course, as the Scopos, but he can easily get out using his gadget and teleport back down to the bomb site, where I assume his other bot is. Because I don't see why it would be anywhere else than like a safe position, like way back in Gold Vault or something. And Wizard is our opening death. Volps finds him in open area, and Nip no longer have their Ying, who was a crucial part of their victory in round 1.
Having no Warden in play for Furia as well must have been a big sigh of relief, no longer having to worry about those Candelas from that opening pick. But here comes the Blackbeard from lobby. Beautiful shot landed from Basetto. Fantasy as well coming in for the backstab. It's Buckzera to at least bring back the man advantage here for Furia, but he doesn't have an escape route just yet. He may have a bailiff to open up this hatch, but that could take a little too long for him to fall back in time. Volp shut down as well from Pino, and all of a sudden, we're at 3 versus 3, but here's the flank from the Scopos. Beautiful shot from Herds looking for another, and he downs Pino. That leaves just Fantasy now in a 1 versus 3. He might be able to isolate Herds here, but it's still a 1 versus 2, but he won't even get that opportunity.
Nice flank.
With the pistol, Herds will find him a 3K for the Scopos and a round win for Furia.
A huge spiral flank by Herds, while the rest of the attack was so distracted by these middle floor roamers. Nip were able to get a couple of kills, kind of tunnel visioning then on the man elevator. We're not aware of Herds. I don't even know if they droned out the top floor fully to see Herds up there as the Scopos. But 3 huge kills. This is the Herds that we have been missing this game, single-handedly putting his team on the board, and hopefully, you know, that was Furia getting the trades in the top floor and having someone come to assist the roamer elevator. I hope this is a good sign of what's to come, and we're going to see a more concise and more consolidated Furia heading into the rest of this game.
I hope so as well, Harrison. That was a beautiful round from Herds. Also as well, Volps getting rid of Wizard off the rip there. Those Ying Candelas could have been very helpful when dealing with the roam upstairs. It felt like for NIP, they didn't even expect.
So far in the tournament, guys, when it comes to operator selection and stuff like that, the most pick-rated operator top 5 on attack is Grim, Monty, Ace, Snake, and Damus are the top 5 most picked. But Grim, Monty, Ying, and Glass are the top most banned operator on attack. And on defense, the most picked operator, surprise surprise, is Asami, Kaid, Mira, Smoke, Bandit is the top 5. Then we have 4 closing on backside. The most banned operator, surprise surprise, is Kaid, Asami, Mira, and Bandit.
without necessarily
is the most banned
sacrificing your
operator
life. So
during
having
this
a more
tournament.
roam-focused
So
composition could be great against NIP.
I
interesting.
do like NIP's ban though. The Azami, that is going to hurt not having her for both the upstairs defense, anchoring on open area, even holding down basement. Without her, you really have no ability to play inside of CC itself. And on the other side, Furia.
Yeah, they
taking
messed
away
up the
at
scoreboard.
Blackbeard
CAG
that
lost.
NIP have been playing pretty
So it's the
consistently
other way
throughout this
around.
map. And now on open area, we've got, like you mentioned, a big roam from Furia. 3 players upstairs, all spread across. I actually don't.
Five Fierce
see-
won 2-0.
What?
Even the
Oh, he's
coach
in
from CAG got so mad that
That's on
he
me.
actually
He's at the bottom
left.
of my screen. So you've got pretty good network here. One janitor, one kind of front office, one stock. Volps on the lone rat. I feel like this is. We see this sometimes, and it either works for a
Like,
pick
if
or they
CAG
get killed
won, my prediction would
instantly.
have been a little
And
bit better,
Basetto,
but
seeing that the Ella has left, is going to take quick control of stock, trying to fight the guy downstairs. I thought he was about to drop.
Thinking
okay,
better of it,
Wizard
back off.
died.
Boxera with the entry onto Wizard as well, maybe trying to push him through lobby to assist the Habana downstairs. Looking for another isolated pick. Basetto not having anyone to assist him from NIP. He'll be shut down by the TCSG, and Loira getting rid of Hates. Beautiful shots landed from Furia, and this might just be a tied half for us, Harrison.
Fantasy looking for the pick on the Elo. There's someone right on his hatch, but doesn't get the refrag. It's 2 kills for Fantasy, but off-screen Volps, I think, still inside Lone Office. Catches Pino trying to make his way into lobby. Fantasy knows his only chance to maybe try and get this plant down or at least bait a swing from these defenders. The nade to try and deny any rotation, trying to isolate Hertz here on the kitchen double door. They may have info on him. Hertz takes a lot of damage, but it's no kill. Fantasy still stuck in a 1 versus 3. Kills Boxera, but it's very quickly refragged by the
Nicely
other
done.
player coming through beepers. It is, in fact, a tie score.
A very disjointed attack there from NIP. They were so spread out. One of their biggest advantages on both
So,
sides is
yeah,
how
if
well
my
they can
prediction is
play
going to be
off of each other,
even
not just winning 1-for-1 fights and punishing Furia
better,
for
I
lack of trades,
kinda
but when they were
need
being overpushed by
Furia to
they
win
had a better potential
against Nip.
of winning those trades if they lose the first gunfight. Didn't really happen there back in round
So
number 4.
far.
Boxera won 2 1-for-1 picks. Another kill happened immediately after, I believe it was by Hertz in that round, looking through the open hatch. You've now got a 5 versus 2, and yes, we did have at least Fantasy landing some nasty shots, but it's such a challenging position. A 1 versus 3 stuck in open area while the rest of Furia have info on you as to where exactly you're playing at. Very tough spot to get yourself out of. But now, we go back to the top floor of CEO, and just based off the bans alone that NIP have gone for, it'll be challenging to, again, stop and execute focused comp from NIP. You don't have the mirror windows, you don't have the Azami keys, you don't have the castle barricades, so there isn't really a lot stopping these repels from just netting either a lot of kills for NIP or just pressure.
Did you see Volps was hiding under the A desk as Clash?
Yeah, I did notice that.
Nip swapped off Capitao. I wonder
10
if
billion IQ?
I wonder if it worked. If Nip were like, okay, yo, there's no Clash. We don't have to take this Capitao. We can go for a standard, Ying push, try and pressure the windows, open up square, do all our normal stuff. And little do they know, Clash is still up. Volps playing her, controlling square right now. Fantasy does see the Clash, so at least they know this early. Herd's not going to shoot the Selma breaches off. Instead, he's content with just challenging the windows and making sure that if Fantasy peeks, he is surely a dead man. NIP, through these last couple rounds they've lost, it's felt a little like how Furia were on border. Like that last round especially, tons of isolated attackers just getting picked off by Furia's members. And also, contrary to last map, Furia are winning most of the entries.
I'm trying to see what would work best for my prediction, who's going to be winning, but this is hard. I need Furia to win this match at least, to keep my prediction in a good order, but that ain't happening.
Moment, I believe someone could maybe assist her. She instead falls off through the stock hatch, back down through marble just to play off her teammates and not give away a potential 2 versus 1 fight. Now joined up with Diaz here to fight for this long hallway control, but NIP are now up 2 picks, and might just start pressuring the bomb site because they still have so many smoke grenades and 4 Candelas in Baseto.
Pino gets another kill from the lobby repel. He has found so much success in that position, and Fantasy finds a third inside square, killing the Clash and her support, leaving it all on DS Lucas. Stuck in the middle of stock in the hallway, Fantasy finds a 4th and puts Nip back in the win column.
Another flawless round for NIP as well, and a good adjustment made as well for that attack. You know, unlike round number 2, they didn't immediately get that entry. They had a Clash that was a lot more aggressive, having someone play directly behind her just to try to force back the ace. So instead of committing everything to square, they also put pressure into stock, winning that first entry onto Loira, and then having this long line of sight that the Clash can no longer contest with because she falls back in a stock. That's now 2 picks for NIP, uncontested from that trade game. They then start throwing out the Ying Candelas, forcing Furia to fall back as they're trying to work picks, trying to stabilize that man deficit they put themselves into, and NIP just snowball into a round win, flawlessly done to take back the lead in this first half. 3 attacking wins on Bank is extremely impressive, especially for NIP that, again, the past 3 times they have played Bank, they've lost. Not only that, they lost 7-3, 7-2, and 7-3 again. So this is the highest round count they have gotten to as a whole on Bank, and they might be able to break that depending on how well they play round 6.
Yeah, Bank as a whole, this event so far has actually been slightly favoring the attack by 5%, but Nip, on the other hand, I mean, when they went up against DZ, they did not have a great attacking half. Same thing for Enterprise, so in a vacuum, just considering Nip, this is good that they have at least reached the average for attackers here. It all comes to this last round, whether or not they can get the advantage heading into defense at CCTV. They've got the Ying back in play. Furious still not rocking the Warden, though. We had Boxera.
I kind of still want them to...
Operator for the Fenrir instead.
I like how Furia is doing this. They're holding not too crazy.
Here comes Fantasy lurking around marble
This is like this bottom floor. I do expect them to drop at some point back to site.
Spot this roamer still. Boxera playing over by Tellers, hoping to assist Boxera from elevators. Potential crossfire and that one-shot capability of the Bosch G could be massive to secure an opening pick here. Here comes the Candela though.
Yeah, that
push from
what the hell
off
just
that
happened?
utility. Just
yeah, I don't know how he.
Down Volps. Another fight attended from Fantasy and hitting a drop shot as well.
Oh my god.
Pistol nets a kill for Ninjas in Pajamas. A third to follow suit.
Oh, I was almost scared that he would whiff that.
The room, but it might just be too late because it's a 2 versus 4. Once again favoring NIP as they completely destroy this roam.
One pick back as Herds falls back through that vault.
And this guy's used an ACOG, by the way, on the Boss G, actually.
But Nip know that they have quite the advantage.
Why did they reinforce that hatch?
With actual utility on the site is DS.
Am I seeing
Herds
things?
Is basically just a body. If Hates continues
if they did not
hold
reinforce
this
that
cross
hatch, that
down the
kind of
red hole
is a
from
little bit
Garage- Hold on, wait.
stupid.
Herds has already passed it. He's trying to work a pick up blue. There's someone right next to him. Fantasy is holding. Doesn't spot. I don't know if he just spotted him. I think he did, and Herds immediately falls back. The hatch gets opened above him. He's now kind of stuck in this corner. You can hear the Candelas going out from Wizard. Fantasy and Baseto trying to push down and rip away Herds. But right on the doorway, he catches Fantasy unaware. Now a 3 versus 2, but off-screen DS dies. Herds is the last man standing. You can hear the Candela coming. Surely his sight will take it away soon. We don't even need it. Wizard cleans him up, and it's a 4-2 half.
Damn.
I love the adjustment from NIP as well, because the best rounds we have seen from Furia have been off the roam. They have lived and died off the roam, and they shut it down beautifully in round number 6. Now that the half is finished, we'll go back into the coach POV to listen in on their comms.
Agora a gente tá reagindo ao jogo, tá ligado? Eu tô sentindo que a gente tá reagindo um pouco melhor. Então vamos fazer o seguinte, vamos jogar um pouquinho dos primeiros rounds, seguindo um pouco do plano e com a mesma mentalidade que a gente começou o jogo, mano. Resolvendo o problema do próximo round, fechou? Lembrando, o que a gente vai fazer?
Why did I think it's Wednesday right now, but it's not? It's not Wednesday.
pressure lurker deles que tem cozinha e arquivos, que o Phantom joga na cozinha. E o mid-round, o Dias vai fazer
I kinda got
o
confused
drone no
when I was
verde, lembra?
looking at
Lembra que
the
a gente tava com double
clock. I
shield,
was
e aí
like,
você vai
wait
fazer
a
o drone
minute.
no verde, daí a gente vai frisar o round, e isso vai entregar as kills pra gente.
Tá.
Se for a win do server deles, a gente vai matar o Fantasy com o fogo do capitão. Lembra, guys? Que a gente vai fazer o fogo do capitão, vai pegar essa kill, vai batendo forte, não tem problema. Ou a gente vai fazer o verde com shield. Não tem problema fazer isso aí, mas tem que ver se tem hold stroker ou não. Quando for hold stroker, a gente tá com dois planos. Ou a gente tá
na de baixo?
Tá pra de tubarão aqui.
Tá, beleza. É isso mesmo. Já ia falar isso já.
A gente vai começar com área aberta default ou trap?
Área aberta
é trap. Com a trap. Fica bem forte, tá, mano? Se a gente quiser, mano, pegar bastante tempo. Se a gente vê que a gente conseguiu pegar bastante tempo, que eles gastar muito recurso em cima, por exemplo, botão de shield dominando é rápido e tal, mano, joga pra recuar que eles vão fazer alguma cagada, tá ligado? Só que aí lembra daquele bagulho, mano. Se a gente jogar recuando, mano, a gente não vai ter muito recurso, entendeu? A não ser trap, tá ligado? Aí a gente vai ter que jogar pra bater em algum lugar, entendeu?
Sim. Mano, quem conseguir, guys, tenta beitar a contagem deles, pega um drone avançado e volta, tá ligado? Porque quando eles pegam Intel, eles sempre querem dominar algo rápido,
Uma
tá
coisa,
ligado?
se não passar Valk, ô Pino, o que eu acho que você faz, mano? É que você pega um mute pra deixar o arquivos bem forte, tá? Porque, mano, se eles vierem com bastante bonecão assim, tá ligado? Do shield e tal, mano, eles não vão vir de vertical, tá ligado?
Another immaculate timeout from both coaches. So insightful. I feel like I really learn. Why are you shaking your head?
No comment.
Cade,
Ooh,
Ying
ban.
being the first couple bans here. Nip, obviously not wanting Furia to be quite as dominant with the Ying as they were. Cade also, again, we've talked about Bank being so hatch-centric.
What fuck's sake? What?
You really don't have to play Thatcher when you move
Why are you
on those
smiling?
attacks. Mira, also one of her best maps is Bank, especially down in the basement. Now you don't have to worry about her Grim good basically everywhere. However, in doing so, Furia not taking it just yet. Nip do leave up all 3 shields.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Damn.
Interesting pop as well for the Pajamas that we will talk about after the replays, of course. I again want to highlight
After replays, okay.
NIP did, of course, on their attack, really punishing that roam extension. Now for the defensive side for them, they also had some struggles against Dark Zero, again denying that initial entry and just playing off of each other for the trade.
Come on.
Execute their composition. I was going to say very reliant on shield denial because they have so many traps. You've got Fenrir, Thorn, Ella. No picks for Furia, just for shields at least.
Yeah.
Said they've got the Ram locked in for that top to bottom vert. Diaz could maybe go on a lurk somewhere as Nook. Currently not having a great second game, but can maybe activate with it being a new half for him. Also, like, again, just the focus on at least some info operators, vaults with the Lion. Since this will most likely be a decent roam for NIP, both on the basement floor potentially and the second floor with it being open area. I think the Lion could be really great to help those 3-2-1 pushes and just to make the roam a tad more uncomfortable than you usually expect.
So I realized I said earlier that Nip's attacking half wasn't great against DZ. I was looking at the wrong thing. They went 3-3 against DZ. It was their defense that was remarkably weaker. Of course, not winning a single one as DZ went 4 rounds in a row. We'll see if Furia can try and replicate that same attacking dominance against Nip on Bank that we saw just one match prior. Open area being the first site is, of course, pretty interesting. Usually we see basement. Nip have plenty of traps. They have a crazy amount of traps to try and deny Furia access into the bomb site. And there's one of those trap operators. Hates getting the opening pick on Aloyra. A follow-up on the Herds as Furia are just trying to barrel their way into copy, and they don't get a single pick from it.
The trap ops working like a charm, shutting down the open area, execute through printer window. You've now got Diaz on the lurk by himself.
Oh, you stupid.
And the lack of information will punish Diaz.
Okay, now I see it, I see it.
Behind the desk, shuts him down, leaving us at a 1 versus 5 as Wizard, although down, has been picked up by his teammate. Tough spot to be in for Furia. Most likely just a bit of a timeout, essentially, as so we're going to be a really tough opportunity for Vox there to win this 1 versus 5, despite there being 2 people very low on HP. You've got the Eligurs
I don't
mobs,
care.
the Nitro cells, the Toxic Paves and Dreadmine. Just so much utility. But Boxera will give it a good old college try. Gets at least one first trouble. That Tate's now gone, and a second one collected. Better than nothing at least, and you still have 50 seconds to work with. Maybe this could be winnable now for Furia, but it is still a very tough task here.
Yeah, at this point, Bach, I think, is playing for the KD a little bit, and as he drops, Pino shuts him down. NIP, after a bit of a I don't know if would you call that a rush? Kind of.
Yeah, I'm kind of like waving my hand half and half. It's
after
like,
a fast
Skriver ont i
sprinter
halsen och
play, I
snuvig.
guess
Yeah,
we
that
can
seems
call
better.
it. Nip take a 5-2 lead. Furia have also
Ja,
not
men
taken a
allergi
timeout
gör
yet,
inte så
right?
att man får stanna hemma, så att säga. Så.
I don't
They might
think
have used
so.
it. Did they use it during round 2 again? I don't think so. They did it on
No.
border, but not map 2.
So are they waiting till they go down?
I guess they have to wait
To
till series
6?
point. Yeah.
You sleepy? Well,
They
that's
called
not
them
good,
for
fuck's
round number
sake.
7.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't call it earlier. Like, do you really want to save your timeout for like a Hail Mary once you're only one way away from losing?
Yeah, they should
Not
do
only
a
that too, but
timeout
NIP
now,
winning
but
one of the more tertiary bomb site picks of open area at the beginning of this half, very reminiscent of how
Bottom
they played their
floor.
border attack. They went in for a Hail Mary.
they're using
shield
Wi-Fi,
rush
so
into
that
sight
is
off the
good.
back of
Let's
the
see the
plasma,
cams.
get the plant down.
Okay,
It worked perfectly for them.
kinda good.
And we're almost in a near identical position for NIP where they just need 2 consistent rounds, this time on bank defense, and that is the series over. NIP will get another chance in the SLC Major, and Furia will be sent home 0-3. But the game is not close to being over just yet. Furia still have a good fight in this.
Yeah.
Getting some early map control by Volts playing from Dirt Tunnel, breaking out the gas. Maybe unaware of Fantasy behind the server rack, though. Luckily, Montaigne does have some help from his teammate right behind him, so it might not be an
Whoever
easy
wins
kill
right
here
now
for
is the
Furia.
one that
They're
will
applying
go
so much
home or
pressure
stay
just
right
on
now.
these
So
loose
if
ends
Furia
here.
loses, they will go home. Or if
Peter continuing to
Nip
waste time here on
loses, they will go
stairs.
home. So it's
One of the Goyos already popped. He sends in his second
That is
gas
good to
cannon. It's
decide.
the inside server. Fantasy gets pressured out by the Monty. Dealt with by Hertz. Hates
like
though
I
with a refrag
don't
on
know
the DS.
what
Now Pino's
is
getting
going
pinned.
on
Monty
with
manages him,
Fury
and
at
down he
all.
goes.
I did not
Furia
expect
with
them
less
to
than a
play
minute into the round
this
have a
bad.
one-man lead, but they have lost their glass.
Also lost out in the smoke, though. You only have to rely on these Vulcan packs and Besetto with the Tachanka. Still 2 very challenging operators to stop or to deal with in order to get this plant down, especially
Oh,
because
you still
Volts
have
is
Valkyrie
already
roaming.
so low on HP. This
That
TCXP
can
shotgun
actually
is
hurt
really
Fury a
impactful
lot.
given
If they are
the
not
lack of
aware about the
HP these members
flanking
of Fury currently
situation,
have.
that is going to hurt them.
Snake going in for a bit of information. Lawyer trying to maybe find a gap to go in to bait the plant, just burn away some of this utility early. Boxera also
But
up
you
above, maybe
actually
looking
have,
to switch to Flank Watch or just walk down Marble.
Actually, that's Twitch coming down main,
To go down. And here's the attempt from Hertz.
and that is going to be bad.
There's the Goyo, though, being popped by Wizard, dealing a lot of damage to Volps and Hertz. Here comes Hates on the flank.
He did not
Activates
hear
the
it. He
beepers.
did not hear the metal.
They're completely
He did-
ignoring
they
Hates.
didn't hear
He can
it.
get 1, maybe even 2 or 3 kills here. Here's the swing, and he lines up 2. Down goes Snake, as well as the Thermite. Refragged by Volps, but the damage
Oh my
is done.
God.
Boxera on the backlurk dies to Wizard, and Nip are about to find themselves 1 round away from getting their
Are you
revenge
kidding me?
for kickoff finals.
Yeah, it would
All
be.
they have to do is
Oh
kill
my
Volps.
god!
Wizard
Like
does him
Nip
in,
was
and they're up
really, really bad in the
6-2.
last tournament. It was like laughable how bad they were, and Furia was like the top 5 teams, and now it's the other way around. Like, what is happening?
Off of Volts' Montaigne. Herds gets rid of Fantasy. There's
This
another
is
1v1
crazy.
trade, but they still get blue control. Now a 4 versus 3. But with the lack of map control Furia had, that left them exposed to the remnants of a roam upstairs done by
Like, there's
NIP.
gonna be a
Gives
timeout,
Hates the
right?
opportunity
Do they have a
to fully
timeout
rotate
left?
across the map, walking down blue, with there being no flank watch from either a drone or any gadgets that Furia might have had if they had brought out, you know, a gridlock or
No,
some
but
other
like,
form of
I
flank
meant
watch,
Furia
be able to
are
whip
the
two
top
picks, and
5.
although he's traded by Volps,
Like on the last tournament, Furia was the top 5 teams in the last tournament. And Nip was like, went home in the group stage, I think it was, like, if I remember. So like, and now it's on the way around, that's like, it was the same thing.
Going up top to CEO with a brutal lineup, might I add as well. You've got Hates on the Izami, Kino for Castle. These window repels are going to be extremely blocked off.
Sure, JT, sure. Sure, let's go with that.
Extra utility that Furia are now forced to burn.
I'll say that's your top one.
They want to see this Nomad have impact.
We're talking about teams though, not players.
On shields for Furia, which is really shocking. I feel like Montaigne is so helpful for working your way up ATM, for example, or just getting map control from Square as well.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe Furia did take their time out, and I guess we just forgot, because there's no reason to hold on to it beyond this round, so...
Yeah,
must have used it. Diaz also 007 pulling a James
Bond. Oh, wait.
Before that, I feel like Diaz has historically been one of the most consistent LAN performers, like, worldwide, especially when he was back with, like, XSET and the NA teams he played on. Right now, not having a very fun go of it against NIP, who again are 1 round away from taking revenge for the SAL kickoff finals. So it must be even sweeter knowing that if they win,
LOL,
you eliminate Furia from the tournament. Things will start off well for Furia though. An opening kill from Boxzera onto Hates, denying the Izami. And this early, a lot of those Kivas are going to die with her.
At least that's less utility now for Furia. Still to deal with those castle barricades.
The DMR is the most annoying thing. Loria jumped in. This is definitely going to be a Furia round. Definitely.
Tucking tail and running back further into closet. It looks like
007.
Stock window, beautiful shot with the DMR to at least stabilize.
What? Wait, what is this guy looking at? What are you What?
Damn, Loira.
I don't know
Did they not call out Fantasy?
I don't know what to say.
What happened?
He was just chilling, watching the hatch, and now maybe another victim for Fantasy.
What the fuck?
3 for the Aruni.
What are they doing?
Forget how to talk to each other. Now Diaz is trying to climb up Spiral, and Fantasy is looking for more victims. But he runs away. He doesn't want to give up his life.
Like, seriously?
It's a 3 versus 2. Here comes Diaz. Once again, if Fantasy fails, his reign of terror is over. Diaz is on the board. Will that be enough as Boxzera gets another kill from the windows? Basetto, on just a sliver of HP, is left to do it all. And Diaz,
that was too close for
Furia.
Way too close.
And
what the fuck?
Off the back of the 5 versus 3, despite Fantasy getting a triple kill from the long hallway, it isn't enough to take the series for NIP. We'll need at least 1 more round, with Furia bringing us 3 to 6.
That is insane. Like, oh my god, like Loria making that huge of a mistake.
There, almost getting a 4th looking
that is bad. And we're talking about Loria.
Narrowly, I believe it was Diaz winning that fight instead of the Capitao.
Yeah, they have to win this.
The Hibana, yeah.
Diaz,
I wonder what happens if Furia gets lose the game.
Final round, keeping
And we
Furia
have
alive
that.
for just a tad bit longer. We're going back to open area for NIP, which, you know, as we saw last time, Furia just kind of went for a Hail Mary, and it was immediately shut down by the Dread Mine, by the Thorn Razor Wound, by the fairly strong anchor that NIP had off of
that
their
would
utility.
mean
And their lineup, bit more focused towards the roam. Not too shocked about that, as you can get a
yeah,
lot
still
of
2 teams for me, so
on,
either way, so if Nip wins this, they will be facing Falcons.
Because Furia are finally opting to bring a shield.
Yeah, so whoever wins this match is going to be facing Falcons.
We did see Montaigne back down on CCTV, but now seeing it potentially for this top to bottom clear, that could maybe alleviate some of the problems you have.
That's the thing.
If there's a poor drone economy, and I was going to mention the Snake. I'm glad I didn't, because now
So 5 years are going to be facing all gamers.
I did the thing. Oh well, it's Montaigne for info. Now it said Snake for info.
And Shopify Rebellion is going to be playing against Enterprise. And G2 is going to be playing against
that was crazy.
Virtus Pro.
I gotta wrap it up after that.
Yeah, me, I've never been wrong twice in a row in my life. Imagine.
Nope, only 3
So
times.
whoever
Oh,
wins
but all
or
of a sudden, Volps is top square, killing Hates and Bassetto. He very quickly gets felled by Fantasy, but he's already
What
had
is happening?
such a huge lead for his team. They just walked in and killed everybody.
I-
Volps with 2 square, Herds swinging in, getting
I
another
don't know what's
CEO,
happening.
and Pino is probably wondering what the hell just happened to the rest of his team. He kills Herds to make it a 1 versus 3, drops back to the bomb site, looking for this sledge, lights up Boxera, needs to worry about several other angles though. Furia, you cannot let him isolate these fights. He almost gets killed by Loira. Now hitting the deck, finally Diaz comes in to support, and
Oh my
Furia have
God.
knocked together 2 rounds.
seriously.
Is this the start of the comeback, Harrison?
It could be.
They need 1 more round to bring it to full regulation.
But yeah, for tomorrow
Potential
it's
of
looking
overtime is now looming over
so
the
the
heads
matches
of
for
NIP
tomorrow
after 2 successful
is going to
attacks.
be G2 versus
Again,
Virtus
off the
Pro,
back of 2
Rebellion
rounds,
versus
an attack
Enterprise,
timeout immediately
Wildcard
called
versus
from
Dark
NIP.
Zero,
I love this, just trying to slow
Weibo
down
versus
Furia's momentum.
Loss,
But again,
By
I
Fierce
wanna
versus
highlight
All
how
Gamers, and
well
then whoever
Furia
wins
caught
now
NIP
is going to
off
be
guard. That
facing
rush from Square, Volps getting 2
Falcons.
picks, NIP unable to trade, and they just continue to push the envelope into sight, then applying pressure from bottom square, trying to walk in through kitchen, really leaving no option.
That is the matchup
for
for
NIP
tomorrow.
to bring back that round. But again, it'll now be attack timeout called, and
Hi,
they still
Real,
have
how you
CCTV
doing?
opened up. Now that we're heading into round number 11, which was also a very difficult bomb site for Furia to clear. They went for not necessarily a dirt rush, but a dirt-focused push to kind of avoid a majority of the roam. They did win the initial few gunfights, but got flanked by Hates. I'm interested if for Furia they're going to try a full top-to-bottom clear, which of course would take a lot more time, but might net them some of those early entries that we've seen be a big win condition for them in these past 2 rounds, or if they'll try to go for, again, another direct push, hoping to throw NIP off guard.
Furia have been very quick these last couple rounds, and NIP looking to put the brakes on that, not only with the timeout, but look at who they're bringing. Look at that utility. Azami, Fenrir, Goyo, Smoke, and if they're
Yeah.
able to delay enough time, good luck getting
That
that
is,
plant down with Wizard on the Echo. Furia,
Fully.
so
They
far
are
with a
not
pretty
letting
typical
anyone
lineup,
come
although they
in
swap things
at all.
around. Sticking the Glaz on Diaz. I would love to see Diaz get active with this Glaz because last time they attacked it here, he died, I think, in Garage pretty early on.
Oh my
This
God,
is
Bassetto.
crazy. What do you think you're going to do here? He's just going to wait for you to... I mean, I guess you stall time. Like, if he waits for you to go back, and yeah, he's just going to be like, all right, you know what? Whatever.
I mean, yeah, if Boxera drops, he won't be able to ADS.
I mean, hey,
It's
man.
kind of a gamble.
You delayed Boxera, I guess, 10 seconds, staring at you, thinking, what the hell is this guy doing?
Insane aura. Fury is too scared to fight him. I could definitely respect that. Some info off the Yokai as well, detecting this garage lurk. So NIP will be able to keep a body in this position to stop that. There are 2 members of Furia trying to push in through here. An Alliance scan. This could be a fast execute towards Garage, Harrison.
Here comes Diaz along with Volps, but it's Bassetto, the opening pick onto Boxera, working his way up the blue stairs, and that's a player of Furia on an island with no trade. Herds, at the very least, catches Fantasy Beepers. So there's a trade back. Hatch is left soft, so Loira is able to easily open up that sightline down into A. Herds trying to exude some pressure here onto the Echo. In comes Volps from Garage.
Are you
Down
kidding
goes
me?
Wizard,
Nah.
very quickly refrag, but Loira continues to give Furia this one-man advantage. Both Hates and Pino forced way back into the bomb site. Furia have so much space here to work with. Herds is still upstairs, and Loira makes this a 1v3 for Hates. Furia are slowly crawling their way back into this map. Though they don't have case control. It's been, I believe, left by the Hibana who died.
Damn.
But hell, they don't
Come
need
on.
it. Diaz finishes the
Nip.
round, and we are 1 away from
I'm
OT.
just feeling very out of
Furia
it today. Only
again,
got a
a
couple of hours of
clinical
sleep in the
attack.
last day.
Yes, they lose Boxera, who
Lol,
was kind
shut
of their
up
work
at
player
work
with
today and
the
work for like
being
45
on
minutes
Garage,
before I realized
but
my
you then
shift
end
is
up just
tomorrow.
winning all 3 of
Damn.
your gunfights from your primary attack. That was brilliantly played. You know, you had the space from the glass.
But those that work should understand that you're off for the day, right? They should.
Not only 2 people from Garage,
That's weird.
but someone also walking down Marble. And because, you know, NIP were
Yeah, you definitely should take some time off from work if it's going to be that rough for you, Real.
Deal with Garage. They really only had that one yokai and their actual positions from, you know, vault entrance and playing Garage proper. So once those were dealt with from Furia, they didn't have, you know, a bevy of utility to slow them down. They just kept pushing deeper and deeper into sight and giving NIP, again, no option to trade. It's felt like, you know, the shoe's been thrown on the other foot at this point, Harrison, where NIP have really been struggling with the trade game towards this latter half of defense, where that was Furia's biggest problem on Border, and I think you highlighted that earlier, actually, too.
Yeah, it's a struggle for
Okay, come on, Nip. We need to close it off.
This defensive half on Furia's map pick, and again, I mean, we mentioned it, right? This is
I don't really care if Nip or Fury is going to be winning at this point. Like, both of them are not going to be winning against Falcons.
It is right here, right now. One round separates Furia from both defeat and another lifeline in overtime. Where they
that was a quick drop.
On the defense. Herds already spotting Hates here in the hallway. The Fenrir quickly backing off into elevator and dropping down. Quite the efficient roam clear so far from Furia. Everyone back onto the bomb site. Bulk, Zera dropping in through elevator, and Volps, though maybe overextended here, gets damaged and now dropped by Basetto.
And
where is his
Diffuser
support?
dropped
He has
in.
the case.
Why take the Diffuser into garage? That is so bad.
Island and now shut down by Basetto. Shamika Fire has given up Diffuser control. Furia, they've got to go for the gamble here of this elevator drop, but now NIP are expecting it. They take the gunfight and are up by 3. Is this over, Harrison, for Furia's run at SLC?
That was bad by
Wizard
Furia.
and
What the
trying
fuck?
to put Furia in the dirt. Diaz low HP. Loira
I
popping
think I
up,
might.
catching one
I'm
player
not
unaware, but
even the
immediately
one who
refragged
realized I
by
wasn't supposed to there. My manager
going
thought
huge
about
on
it
the
for a sec
Tachanka with
and
3
checked.
kills.
So
Diaz, the last man standing, and nestled between the mountains of Utah. Furia fall
there we
from their
go.
peak atop Brazil. They bow out of Salt Lake without a single map win, and the Ninjas live on.
On the round it mattered most, for Ninjas in pajamas, they keep their cool. They remain calm and collected, isolating the Montaigne and shutting down the one play that...
Nicely done. Obviously, we do have one game that is going on in the back. Last game of the day. Unfortunately, I will not be watching that one because the time is very, very late. I don't have enough energy, but I do expect FaZe to win against Wildcards. There is nothing to say. You can see the score now is like 5-1. Like, yeah, nothing more to say. Furia is officially eliminated, by the way, guys. So they are eliminated from the tournament. It's 1:30 a.m. right now, so it's very, very late, and we still have matches tomorrow as well. I'm just glad there's going to be less matches, but I'm hoping it's not going to be too late, because I can't sit like after midnight every single fucking time, really. So that is going to be interesting. But yeah, I do expect FaZe Clan to win this one, so we will see how the matches is going to be for tomorrow. The matches that is so far that I see, so G2 is going to be playing against Virtus Pro tomorrow, Shopify Rebellion versus Enterprise, and if Wildcard loses this, then we'll be playing against Dark Zero tomorrow, and then it's Weibo versus Lost. And then it's Spyfierce versus All Gamers, and now it's confirmed as well Falcons versus Snip tomorrow. That is the matches that is going to be happening tomorrow. That is confirmed. The only match is going to be against Dark Zero. We don't know if it's going to be Wildcard or FaZe Clan, because if either one of the teams, both FaZe Clan and Wildcards, have won 2 games each. So whoever wins, we go through to the finals, and the next one will be playing for the match, and that is going to be against Dark Zero as well. And Dark Zero has also won 2 games, and they lost against G2 though. So whoever wins that will push on to the next one. So we will see. So Darkseer just need one more win, and so does Wildcard. So we will see how that is looking. So for everyone in YouTube, thank you very much for being here. And for everyone in Twitch, stick around, that we're going to be raiding someone in a minute. I'm in Alaska, moving next month. Yeah, you told me you were going to move to Florida, right? That's a huge difference. That is a huge difference. Is she streaming the matches? Yeah, she forgot to co-stream, I'm guessing. That's what's happening right now. But yeah, for everyone, oh, not Florida, okay, not anymore. Nevada, okay. Still, yeah, it's quite a bit from Alaska, right? But yeah, so for everyone on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. I freaking love you guys for stopping by. Thank you so much, JT, Real, Alberto. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate that. I will be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. CET tomorrow. And we'll continue on watching some more games. Yeah, as well. Everyone on Twitch, stick around. We're going to be ready someone as well. So I wish you guys an amazing day, morning, night, wherever you are, guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to head off to bed now. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Thank you.